Hey, there we are. No more personal information.
Yeah. Everybody, social stop. Can't give them out anymore.
178. Joke's on you. That I don't think those numbers are even in mine. Which is a hint in of itself.
They're in any of the numbers. It's a special day, man.
Dude, apparently, yeah, it's feeling like a real Monday for everybody. But that's why we can cheer up with some D&D. Guys, we're going to an ice temple. I don't know about y'all, but I love, like, ice Pokemon,
so
favorite. Ice temples, love them. They're like water dungeons without the suck.
I want to like ice Pokemon, and then inevitably they end up being absolutely shit stat-wise.
Oh, what do you mean? Seal.
Yeah, but they are like double weak, aren't they? Or like double, triple weak. They're
Yes, depending on what they are, they end up being really weak to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, the definition of a glass cannon.
Yeah, there you go.
Alrighty, so who would like to recap last session?
One of the three of us who's not eating.
I'll do it.
Yeah, while you recap, I'm gonna eat.
Same.
So last week, I think we rolled up on Valentino and knocked out two of his guards, teleported behind him, charmed his Cyclops bodyguard, and then basically just ran off with him.
It just
Actually got the Cyclops to run off with him.
Yeah, she carried him for us.
Yeah.
Literally carried us through that encounter. And then, so we tied him up and gagged him and bound him and threatened to torture him and said, "Tell us what you know." And he said that Mazadon, leader of the Big Three and the Mammoth Luxodon tribes to the north, secretly has his own genie bottle. And that he's planning on using it once the war is over to help him establish dominance for his race, and for his people across the land. There was some deliberation as to whether he was telling the truth, but I think the majority believes that he said what he believed.
There was a nat 20 at the moment when he was saying that Mazadon had that lamp. Or bottle, yeah.
So we let him go, and he fucked off, and we kind of had like a breakdown of what the heck are we going to do? So we're going after this Icewind Dahlia person that has diamonds. There's this ice temple that we need to go to for getting some kind of magical MacGuffin. And now it sounds like Mazadon is going to turncoat to the Resistance after this, and has been storing a secret genie, apparently all this time. And it is being held in his tribe's fortress. The ancestral land of, I forget what the god's name is, but the god of the Luxodon.
Oh, the Stegodonis.
The Stegodonis. Play the Chad music here. And, yeah, so that's a problem. But we already have a genie bottle that we're worried about. Specifically a jar to the far east containing Anwar's great ancestor, Aganazar. Rumored to be a very powerful and dangerous warlord many, many millennia ago. So we pick up our dream phone and we gave a ring to the, what do we call them? Last legend party. Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
And Anwar spoke to their leader, an Earth Genasi, Jasper, and was like, "Hey, you shouldn't use that because it could end the world." And he's like, "Not my problem, bro." And then, so Rain called the other one, the Allison Brie stand-in character, and she was like, "Well, we'll think about it, and we'll let you know." And then, so that didn't go very far. Gabriella was her name. So it's a big old, maybe. Right now, it's not looking great for them, but they are currently in the middle of nowhere in like the Far East in some mountain range or desert with this jar and are planning to give it to the guy. His name?
Atlas.
Atlas.
Who knows? Maybe they die, you know, in the middle of the desert and don't even get back to him in time.
Maybe.
Or maybe they teleport and get to him instantly. I don't know.
And then, do we do anything else?
Maybe he's just gonna use the wish for like a lifetime supply of Skittles.
Atlas or Bazadon?
Atlas.
Oh.
Yeah, Mazadon probably the thing that he said. Yeah.
Lifetime supply of Skittles. Actually, also against Robin Williams rules, though. Believe it or not.
Although, you know, maybe that's what he considers world domination. Is just like, I just want the candy.
I've
He
got
wants to
all
dominate the
Skittles in
candy
world.
world.
Mm.
Oh, he becomes
It all
Willy
adds up.
Wonka.
Yeah.
I've got nothing. I know. I feel like there's something there.
I don't know. But that's a recap.
So,
Willy
We-
Wonka.
after all of these dreams and such, you guys headed down the mountain that you were on,
Chili Wonka.
and you crossed some wet, marshy, kind of gross area, and then you all huddled up, went to sleep in a bit of a rainy, windy cold. Waking up the next day, you are at the base of what is a whole mountain range, and I believe you guys are set up to head towards this spot that Arantis put on a map. Beyond that, you don't really have any leads as to where this temple is exactly. So with that, is there anything anybody wants to do or say, anything else before heading into the mountains? Seeing none, you guys venture off. As you guys head towards the mountain range, you'll... Let's see if I can just draw a little freehand here. Kind of make your way through. I take it you'd kind of want to go in the valley between the mountains rather than climb up over the mountains as you
think
make your
so.
way
I think so.
over. Let's see if making it a
Let's
little
not-
bit bigger.
Let's not fall off a mountain right now.
If there's rivers, we can teach Surf to rain, and then we can ride her through the mountain ranges.
Yeah. So I think this is the general path that you're on.
This raises a good point. Richard, DM ruling.
Yeah.
Does water walk work on ice and snow?
Huh.
I'd say no. It's about liquids.
Okay.
And you can do it on lava, right?
I don't know. Can you?
I thought we found that.
Like it's
You'd probably
lava-
be
it's
able to
lava
walk across the lava, but then, like, wouldn't it still set you on fire? Because
Yeah,
you're
but
on-
lava's,
Yeah, yeah,
lava's
yeah.
not liquid though. Well, it's
Yeah.
not water. There's no water in lava.
Well,
This
if anything,
spell grants you the ability to move across any liquid surface, such as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava.
okay.
Okay.
Snow is in there?
All right.
Wow.
Huh.
But
All
I
right.
don't
Richard,
think it lets
Richard,
you
we
go-
glide up those mountains.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
think it lets you go 90 degrees or anything like that.
no.
we're
I imagine
Skyriming
you're.
course this.
Dude,
No, I imagine it would make you like Legolas, where you just kind of walk across the top
Yeah.
of the snow.
Okay,
Yeah.
working on lava is interesting though. I had no idea.
I also
I would
have
agree.
spider
You would
walk,
also be
though,
breathing
so-
like noxious gas and like
Right.
horrible.
Like-
Yeah.
You'd be like,
Yeah.
You might
Taking
be on
damage.
fire, you just wouldn't sink into the lava.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, that's what it says too.
God.
Creatures still take damage from the heat, but yeah, you wouldn't. That's super interesting.
So it'd be like when you get that ring in Dark Souls where it just makes you burn at like 1% rate. So you're like,
Yeah.
I'm good. Ow, 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 ow.
So going through these mountains, has everybody changed into their winter gear at this point?
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because as you start going into the mountain range, it starts to get ridiculously cold. Temperatures are dropping insanely fast, faster than you would expect them to. What's... Okay, I was about to say, during your travel for the first day, I'm going to need everyone to make a con save because you are wearing
Oh.
the outdoor gear. You may make it at advantage.
Could I, by using breaks where I'm casting bonfire for us to warm up, could I grant us advantage?
Well, first
Yeah,
of all, you
you
already have
have it.
advantage.
Oh, I
Second,
thought you said. My bad.
all of you with winter gear have advantage. I will also say that if you try to create any kind of fire, it gets blown out almost immediately. As you go through this channel between the mountains, there are heavy gusts of wind that get channeled through there. An icy wind, you could say. So let's see everybody's con saves.
Honestly, they're all
1,
great.
2, 3, 4, 5. They're all very good. So yeah, luckily for some of you, the winter gear is really what's saving you here. But you guys are able to brace through. But you could tell that it is insanely cold. It's below 0 Fahrenheit. It gets really, really, really cold. You make it through these mountains. Actually, I want someone needs to roll a d8 and someone needs to roll a d20, please.
Ooh, I'd like to roll the 8.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not terrible.
Well, rocks fall. We all freeze.
Everyone dies.
Okay.
Success.
I now need someone to roll another d8, please.
I'll do it this time.
Richard's doing one of those like what did they call them on the like plate?
Oh, MASH?
Yeah.
You know, Sid, if this keeps going this way, you're going to roll the D100 in like 5 minutes, right?
Alrighty.
continue to be so gifable, Sid. It is hilarious.
I want to take that so badly.
Alrighty. Well, this will come up later. Alrighty. So you make your way, and it is a treacherous journey that involves some level of rock climbing skill. We'll say that people can take their 10s, whatever. There's some spots that it's not an easy hike. You gotta climb over some stuff. But at your guys' level, we don't need to have you roll for that. You're good to go there. But it has not been an easy trek, and you are freezing cold. And I would say that what you've been feeling so far, you've been able to manage through. However, it has been daylight, and it is starting to get dark. And you have a feeling it's about to get much, much colder. Luckily for you, as you start to see the sun begin to set, you also see off in the distance some light, and you can see the silhouette of what looks like a village off in the distance. So you were able to make your way to a village, and once you get in there, you notice that this village is built for people who are quite tall. And you see a number of Goliaths who are playing around outside. Like, they're playing volleyball and other, like, kind of running sports games. They're barely dressed in anything. They're just having a good time. Where you guys are, like, shivering and just, like, trying to get indoors. They're just like, oh, hey, what's up? They definitely spot that you're quite cold. You're clearly outsiders, and they seem to treat you pretty friendly when you're walking by. Like, oh, hey, get in. Like, the tavern's over this way. If you need it, inn's over here. Welcome, friends. But they seem like they're oddly warm to you, given that it's such a cold place.
What's the name of this village?
This is Icewind Village, and we'll put you guys. Let's see. Grab this little
Are they not
token.
Canadians? or Minnesotans.
Oh no.
Oh, hey there, guys. How are you?
Here, so good to have you.
We're gonna place it about halfway.
Rain tries to give every single one of them a hello, thank you.
Shoot, sorry, 1 second. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Okay. So yeah, you guys got about halfway, about towards the base of the really tall mountain at this point.
What's the makeup of this
the-
village?
I'd say the makeup of the village is predominantly Goliaths. You might see your occasional woolly animal creature like woolly loxodon, woolly rhino person, but by and large, they are Goliaths. You might see a couple dwarves, but mostly it's people who are adapted to the cold. And you might even see a couple people who look to be like half frost giant. There's some people who definitely tower a few feet above even the Goliaths and the woolly loxodon. And let me just give a little bit of visual here for you to give the idea of kind of the general architecture of the place. And there's definitely snow falling here. But yeah, the people who kind of see you, they seem a bit warm towards you, and they're like, "Oh no, they're cold. They need to get inside. It's getting dark out." And so they'll kind of go like, "Hey guys, where do you need to go? What can we help you with?"
Tavern sounds good, right? Tavern?
Yeah.
Tavern.
It will at least feel artificially warm.
Yeah, you head inside towards the tavern, and you get some relief from the elements, but there's still no fire inside. And somebody's like, "Hey, we got outsiders! Light them a fire! Light them a fire!" And so somebody goes and lights a fire for you guys, and he's like, "Please, go over, sit by the fire. Would you like some hot cider? Something that we can give for you to warm you up a bit?"
Oh yeah, yeah. Hot cider with butter and bourbon and something with cinnamon would be
A Goliath with a mohawk is your server, and she just says like, "Ooh, I like this one," and then she's gonna go off in the back and get anything else for any of you.
The same as what
Anything
he
warm?
got.
So as you go inside, it looks like it's a fairly plain setup. You've got various tables, no booths or anything. It's all like just tables and stools. You've got like individual stools in some places, and sometimes you got like those long bar-like benches. But that's about it. And then you've got various like furs and other kind of things draping around the place. But up until you came, there was no fire. So but there is a fireplace, and so they set up a fireplace for you, and so you guys can kind of warm up by there.
Ugh, no booths. Let's go somewhere else.
Would
while
you
you're-
have
while-
any,
while-
stew or anything like that? Would you something?
Yeah, we can fix you up some stew. What kind of stew do you like?
Whatever you got sounds great.
We've got a few things. We got bear, we got fox, we've got owl, we got reindeer, we got mammoth.
Reindeer sounds good.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good choice. That's one of the dragon's favorites. And so they go off and they
What?
they go get some food for you. So everybody's left you alone for a minute.
Hell of a throwaway line there, bud.
But-
Dragon's favorites.
Ew.
What the
It's a
fuck does
dragon.
that mean? Is that code? Is that like some sort of thieves' cat thing?
Probably like a North joke, You know, because like it's so cold. How would a lizard be up here? That doesn't even make any sense.
Hunter will roll a history check to
It
see
makes
if
no
he's
sense.
familiar with this jargon.
Go for
I
it.
I feel like can Rain roll a history to see if like dragons?
Sure.
Dragons don't exist.
I'm gonna add my d6 just to make sure you tell me everything.
32 history.
Rain just
Um,
unpacks an Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah, you've gotten some reports. Part of the reason why some factions of the Empire fear the mountains is because there have been legends that there are some white dragons that still live up there. And even to them, maybe not the Illithid themselves, you don't know how they feel about it, but to just regular old soldiers, they're like, fuck, I don't want to deal with dragons. But also, some people believe that it's just a scare tactic, and like they don't actually exist. They just say that to scare people. Because a big strategy of the North is to like be extremely brutal and like terrorize and scare people into not going any further north. So it's unconfirmed if there actually are any dragons or not, but it's heavily implied that there could be.
Well, she puts all that across the team very nonchalantly. It's just warming herself up by the fire.
Wait, I thought they only did things like fire. They also do ice, at least theoretically.
No one ever said that.
That it is an ice dragon.
Just that it's a white dragon.
Just that it's a white dragon.
Okay. Well, I mean, still, given the environment, I think that's a fair question to ask.
You don't
Are
know
they also
what
cold, you know?
you don't know what they breathe.
Mm.
I'll say with a 32, I'll say that that's part of the lore is that these crazy white dragons breathe cold air. I would also say that part of the legend involves like they can do both fire and cold.
Hmm.
Whether that's true or not, you don't know.
It's certainly cold enough up here. I'd hate to also have it breathed on me.
Well, these people seem to make it work. I mean, they don't even have fires lit here. I don't know who they're trying to flex on, but if we can ask more about the temple to the north, maybe they've been helpful so far. Maybe they'll tell us what's there, what to look out for.
It doesn't have any, like, religious significance to the region, does it? I mean, if we're talking about going to go, like, look around this temple and it means something to somebody.
It is a temple. It's likely a temple.
But, like,
to
we're not going to
something.
be, like, stomping on somebody's, like, ancestors or something.
No, just like the far north version of the Vatican. There's nothing wrong with that.
The what?
As a reminder, these temples that Arantis made were specifically elven temples during the times of an elven empire that no longer exists.
Gotcha. So it doesn't matter. To
I don't
these
know.
people.
You don't know until you ask.
There might be a mall now. We don't know.
Yeah, so eventually they'll bring you back your stew and everything else. Hope you enjoy. Please, if there's anything that we can do to be hospitable, let me know. We know that it's hard for you out here.
We're actually going a little further north. We're on an expedition, if you believe it.
Oh, you're gonna try to slay the dragon?
You keep saying that. That's a hilarious joke, but we're serious now.
Oh. Wait, then what are you here for? Because
what
we
are you
get people
talking
who
about?
try to come in every once in a while to slay. They end up dying. We just want to give them a nice last meal.
Oh, where do they go?
They go up north to where the dragon is at the top of the mountain.
That's real?
Yeah.
It's like not a goof.
No, it's not a goof. There are several dragons in various mountains, and the oldest one is up there.
Oh wow.
What's it do?
I mean, mostly, luckily, doesn't really like. This is again the like Mohawk woman's got like some tattoos on her. What does he do? I don't know. You wonder like to terrorize the village because he doesn't really. He seems like kind of fine with us or whatever. He doesn't bug us. We don't bug it. But
So he mostly just
still he's
chills.
chills, but has created problems for some people. Sometimes gets hungry and flies down, kills livestock and stuff. She's kind of an asshole.
Hey,
But what can he do? She's a dragon, like we're not gonna
what's
take her down.
What's her name?
Her name is
Anwar's gonna jab Rain in the side.
Well.
Avarice.
How do you spell that?
Uh-oh.
Like the sin?
Yeah, like avarice.
A-V... I'm making this up based off of another word I'm reading on the page.
Oh.
Just spell it how it sounds. Just phonetically. I'm sure it'll
Okay.
be fine.
Avarice. That's what I'm going.
Avarice. Go with that.
Yeah. Avarice.
Ooh, avocado rice? I do love that.
with.
We're actually not here for a dragon. There's a temple to the north here. Once belonged to elves. Do you know anything about that?
A temple for who?
We'll produce the map with the snowflake on it and show
Mhm.
like whatever's there.
Oh, huh. Yeah, I got somebody who might know. Hold on. And they're gonna go over to another end of the tavern. You're gonna look off into a corner, across the tavern, and you're going to see one of these large half giants. She towers 14 feet tall, ice blue skin like a frost giant, and golden hair. And the bartender person that you got kind of walks over there, talks to the person you'd kind of notice, and then they come walking over to you guys. They're gonna say, the bartender's gonna say, "This is Gwyneth, and she is probably the most knowledgeable person in town about any kind of lore stuff. So she's really the one to ask. Is there anything else I can get you food-wise? Food, drink, anybody?"
Some of them fried cabbage rolls with the meat in there, and the potato, and
Honey, do you see any vegetables growing around here?
I'll take the fried meat.
Coming right up. Goes off and gets some fried meat. And so Gwyneth just kind of towering over you guys. Just, what do you want to know?
Yeah, we're looking for a temple not far from here. We've been sent by our organization to investigate it.
Is this about the thefts?
Maybe say
The
more on
what?
that.
Our temple was robbed recently. Are you here about that?
We might take
Yes.
kind of. Yep.
It's not lying to say yes.
We are
We
also
know
looking
things.
for a thief, if that's possible. What was stolen exactly?
Our prized artifact is a spear. The chosen weapon of the Frost Maiden.
When we scryed on Icewind Dahlia, do we recall seeing a spear of any sort?
Nope.
Okay,
But she did block you the last 2 times.
that's fair.
So the artifact of the temple has been taken. It's no longer there.
That's correct. What are you guys here for?
Well, we were sent here on a mission from someone named Mazadon.
Oh yeah, we know Macedon.
You know his efforts then in the war to the far south.
Well, of course, we all do.
Well, it's difficult, and it's been going on for some time, and we're looking for different avenues of strength and wisdom. And we were going to see if the temple to the north had anything possibly we could use.
Sounds like somebody already did that here.
Was it recently, or
Yeah, it was within the last week, a few days ago.
so someone got there? A party, a group, an army?
I don't know. We have our temple just in the village,
Mm.
and yeah, we had an artifact. But you're asking about an older temple? 'Cause we just have our temple here.
Oh no, we're talking old temple.
Can we show the spot on the map?
Sure. I look it over that, and she looks over and like, odd that he put it at the top of the mountain. We don't know of any temple at the top of the mountain. We just have our one down here.
When you say the top of the mountain, do you mean the mountain that is also the home of a dragon?
That would be the one.
Same mountain. Interesting.
Oh,
If
well,
you're looking for an old temple, the ancient one might know about it.
who was this ancient one?
The dragon. We call it the ancient one.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very old.
And it's accessible?
And it's
There
willing
are-
to talk.
There are times where people have been able to bribe it into giving information.
Bribing it. It's,
Yeah, it has, like dragons do, it has a horde. And it likes, white and clear things, anything that kind of resembles snow or ice. So if you've got, I don't know, white gold, platinum, diamonds, crystal, bones, any kind of, I don't know, white things, it could potentially use that. It likes those things, so if you got something to bribe it with, but
We do have something that I think she may like. It's not white or crystal or anything, but being a dragon, she might be fond of it. And Anwar is going to reach into his bag and produce a Zaire. The
Oh.
little figure.
I forgot
Oh, yeah.
that you existed.
Every time I look at my inventory, I see it there,
Yep.
and I'm just like, when do I use this thing?
We're gonna give Azer a new mommy. That's how this is
We can
gonna
only use
go.
it once a week, so like, when do you use it? Maybe she'd be willing to help us in exchange for this.
maybe that does. I don't. You're just showing me a little figurine of a dragon that's not even white. Can you paint it? Can you do something?
Technically, yes.
From what legend has, she's very particular about her aesthetic of, like, she's turned away gold before.
Well, good, because we don't have that.
Yeah, none of us have that.
Oh, I guess it should. It's a
It's like a
bronze
bronze hunter.
statue, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's made of bronze.
It's got a painting kit.
I would say, can you coat it in another kind of metal?
Actually, well, maybe.
Listen, okay, listen.
If somebody wants to supply me with like rings that are used to make chainmail, I bet you I can knit something funky with it and make a covering.
I thought like we
Tiny
could melt
chainmail jacket.
some white metal over it, and then it will like activate it, and then it'll be frozen in a metal skin, and it'll be like just
God.
kill.
But would he be able to get out?
I don't know.
Bro.
I also have leather working tools, so if we can dye some leather.
I got calligrapher's supplies, but I don't know if that includes white paint.
It should. It definitely should. I have a gun.
Used to be 2 bombs, now it's a gun.
Man,
Alright.
and every so often I see that in my my notes. It's like I have 2 bombs, and it's like, oh, I don't have those anymore.
All right, hear me out. I have an alchemist supply,
Oh hey,
and I bleach it.
oh hey. I'm not against that, to be honest.
Yeah, we need to get the Icewind Dahlia now. She's stolen 10,000 gold piece worth of diamonds and a crystal spear, and she's heading to see this dragon. What the hell do you think she's trying to get for it?
It's a good question.
Are you saying that out loud?
Quiet to you all, but
I was gonna say because
Our server's still here. right?
Gwyneth is standing towering above
Or
you
not our
guys.
server, but yeah.
one moment.
She's too high up. It's fine.
Oh,
What are you talking about down there?
So there is a temple here, where there was an artifact that was stolen here.
Yes.
Ice spear.
did she leave behind like a calling card? Anything odd?
She. So you have the same suspect we
Suspicion?
do.
Yeah.
So you think it was Nora?
Pardon?
Nora.
That's a real name, huh?
It's a
Nora is
Yes.
the real name, huh? Interesting.
Does she have an alias?
She. I don't know what people call her outside of town. She's always known as Nora to us, but she's gained quite a reputation for backstabbing and thievery, and she was excommunicated from our tribe quite some time ago.
Well, if she's a Goliath and goes by the name Icewind Dahlia, it's possible we're speaking of the same person. And we have a likeness. We've seen her face, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anwar will do a little hologram of her in his hand.
Alrighty. He does that. She's like, oh, that's the bitch.
Okay.
Strong feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Alright.
created a lot of trouble in this town. She ended up getting kicked out. Thought maybe she found a way to make herself useful against the Empire. But our fear is that she's come back for some reason and taken this object.
You said she's from here originally.
Yeah.
Did she have a home? Did she live with anyone?
Yeah, she had a home. She had a sister, a half sister, and but no, her family's all gone now. They've all moved their separate ways. She has no more ties to the community, thank God. But yeah, looks like she's up to her old ways. Not sure why.
Was she close with her half sister? Do you know? Maybe she
No, they
told her where she went.
Kind of hated each other.
Yeah.
But no, I think her half sister went off to go become a rune knight or something.
Oh, interesting. Well,
What's it?
by chance, did she... Are any of her belongings here?
I don't know
Stuff
why
she
they
doesn't-
would. No.
She took everything with her.
Yeah, and we're not gonna keep any of her stuff around.
That's fair.
Is it okay if after we eat we investigate the crime scene? See if we can
Go
find
for
anything?
it, sure.
All right.
Yeah, if it helps you get any closer to finding it back, we would give you a reward for it for sure.
Right.
All right, you guys eat up. Is there anything else you guys do before investigating the temple area?
If she does have this ice spear, it would make sense why she was able to freeze her scrying spell.
You think a spear can freeze a spell?
If it's a powerful one,
That's
an artifact.
certainly, that's just a concept I've never even considered. Negating a spell with, stopping it in its tracks with a counterspell, right? Like we've heard talk of and seen done. Cerebro did it, right? That makes a level of sense to me. It's a counteraction. There's a force and a counteracting force, and why can't I remember there's an action and an opposite reaction. That makes sense to me. Throwing ice to stop a scry, I can't conceive of how powerful this thing really is.
Richard,
what
you
other
said
magic can it stop?
Richard, you said this was the artifact of the Frost Maiden?
Yes.
Could I do a lore roll on that?
Sure. Go for
YouTube, body, video. Hold on.
it.
I'm gonna get a hoodie because it is cold. As
It's freezing down here.
26.
Oh, damn. So you were asking about the Frost Maiden. Yeah, she's widely believed in across the north, and it seems like she's especially worshipped by people in this area in particular, especially frost giants and those who kind of worship frost giants. It kind of all goes back to her in a sense. That she is. Let me see if I can.
I guess what I'm getting at is what, if any, if she's the patron saint of not getting scryed on, or being sneaky, or some kind of clue there.
Okay, sure. She has had a number of other names depending on what tribe you go with, including the Queen of Frozen Tears, the Frost Sprite Queen, Lady Frostkiss. She's had a number of names, and it seems like her distinction is she is an aspect of nature, just like the god of the forest and things like that. Looks like my dogs want to see me. So let's see. So she is cold and unforgiving when it comes to hey, the elements are what they are. People may find comfort in the cold as a means to find protection from those who cannot withstand the cold so much. And she also is kind of a force of fighting civilization itself back, using the elements to protect nature in a sense. And along with the cold, there are other elements that people connect with her. They connect her with death, as winter can represent a death before rebirth. So all in all, many people fear her. They connect her with things that make her feel like she is evil. Some people believe that she's actually neutral and is just hey, nature is what it is, man. It's just kind of chaotic neutral, just like a storm can be chaotic. But all in all, the overarching message is that she is a force against civilization and pro nature. And so creatures or people that align themselves with nature more than cities and bigger civilizations tend to like her more, whereas people who are much more like city folk despise her and think that she's evil. Does all that kind of add up and make sense?
I see scary nature, scary lady.
Yeah, nothing about secretive and stuff like that though. Like nothing specifically about like countering spells or anything. But I would say it also would add up that the area that you've been in got cold way faster than like all of your science, your nature would explain. So it seems like this area is magically colder. So like she is affecting the climate itself in this area. And perhaps that's why she's worshipped the most in this area, because it's just so unnaturally cold here.
I share that with everyone. It sounds like this Icewind Dahlia or Nora, we have her real name now.
You can do something with that, can't you, Rain?
I can dream to her if we want to.
Looks like she's searching for power. Kind of similar to us, actually.
The real question I have is, did she take the spear to use it or to bargain with the dragon?
Yeah, I get a feeling it's to barter with the dragon.
I get the same, although I do wonder how powerful such an artifact would be against a mighty dragon. Although if it can freeze magic, you'd assume it's also quite useful against a monster like that.
If she took all those diamonds, perhaps that was part of the bargaining as well. I'm not sure how powerful a dragon is, but what could she ask?
Well, you're the only one who knew anything about them, Rain, so I leave it up to you to ponder that question.
She's trying to gather power to take it to the Empire. Then, I mean, shit, that's what I'd do, right? Go to a dragon, see if you can get it to help out, promise it whatever riches it likes to take back with it.
It would be a wise mood. But I feel that's also more of a reason to intercept, because if that's her goal, we want her on our side, not Mazadon's, because unfortunately it's not entirely the same side, it seems. And for Mazadon to have a genie, and potentially this artifact, and the good graces of a dragon,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that happen.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It complicates things, because, like, if we just had to, like, stop her, kill her, take all her stuff, that has an end, and, you know, it's relatively cut and dry. But if we want to sway her or just get her plan and maybe go along with it, that's a lot of risky on-the-fly stuff.
Still being at the bar area, I don't think you've moved off over to the investigation part yet. Yeah, the person will just mention, like, listen, it's really up to you. It sounds like you've got something that the dragon might find valuable. If you tried to take it on, you'd probably die, so that's probably your best bet. That all being said, we wouldn't be disagreeable if you did get rid of it.
Of the dragon?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's definitely caused problems for people outside of the village. People have gotten attacked. There have been problems there.
You said all those people.
But if you don't want to do that, I'd understand. It's a dragon. Everybody who's tried has died.
Yeah. I mean, it's 5 more bodies on the pile, right?
You seem like nice guys. I don't want you to die.
I made a promise to someone that I wouldn't. And even without that, it doesn't seem like any of us would want to go that route.
Why do you want to get rid of the dragon? It seems like it's a possible protector to you. And
we've got a shaky, like, truce with this thing, I would phrase it as. But people outside the village, like, there's people even all the way down at the stormy sea down below. The dragon will sometimes fly down there, pick people off their ships. I mean, all sorts of things. I mean, people with their livestock. There's farmers who have their mammoths, and the mammoths are getting picked off. You know, we're just saying that it wouldn't be the end of the world. That dragon, it's not like it's there protecting us. Luckily it's not harming us inside the village. But I'm just saying, we wouldn't be upset if you took it out. The option's on the table.
Got it. All right. Before you go, can you tell us anything more about Nora? Like, you said she caused a lot of trouble. What do you mean by that exactly?
She stole a lot of stuff. She's a kleptomaniac. She can't help herself. It's pretty much as simple as that. She's completely selfish. Doesn't really care about anyone else. As far as it's like doing things against the Empire, I think she'd be more likely that she was doing it for the thrill and the chase, rather than any actual semblance of wanting to help anyone.
And she's always been this way, or this was a new behavior?
Since she was born. Yeah, okay, I can't say since she was born.
But
although
since
I think her sister did say that at one point.
Is her sister around?
No, she joined some group of people who wanted to start their own kind of group of rune forger people.
What was her sister's name? Is it one of the ones we met?
Ulsa, yeah.
Okay. I was
We can send.
for half a second. I thought it might be Tamsin, so I was like, let's follow this thread for a moment. Although I guess you wouldn't have used sister, but anyways.
I'm pretty sure it's the Rune Knights we just ran into.
No, it is.
Yeah.
But before I asked who it was, I was like, could it possibly be Tamsin? That would be very interesting.
Yeah, no, people have just kind of disliked her entire life. I think she's a straight-up sociopath. I think she does not have any empathy for anyone.
I'd like to insight that.
Go for it.
Great, let's go meet her. Ooh.
You can definitely sense some anger in her voice, as if she has been personally wronged by this person at some point. And she says she means what she's saying right now. Almost to the point where maybe she is even judging her too harshly, just based off how angry she seems when she's brought up.
You say she cared about no one but herself. Did she have anyone close? Any, like, it's lonely out there. It's quite cold. So
Can't speak to what she's been like, or who she's been around since then, since she left here. We were friends at one point. That was a long time ago.
You said you were familiar with Macedon. Is there any chance that she ended up with his lot?
Maybe. From the looks of it, they scout out some of the best, and for better or worse, she is seemingly quite good at stealing things and getting what she wants.
What if she did, and then Macedon pissed her off, as Macedon does, and she's doing all of this out of spite?
Or she pissed Macedon off somehow.
Or she pissed Macedon off somehow.
Both of those sound like something we could utilize, though. If I'm being honest.
We're not so different, you and I. We too piss off Mazadon.
But also, like, standing by the comment that I made, I mean, if she forfeited, like, family and community, and she's doing all of this stuff, I very much doubt it's a, hey, I'm doing this at the behest of a big group organization, and it's more than likely very self-serving. Or I could assume such, anyway.
In any case, if you want to find this ancient temple of yours, the dragon's the best option that I've got. It is a complete jerk and asshole, but it's also rumored to be over 2,000 years old. So, it may have the information you need.
Well, could you show us to where the ice spear was held before it was taken?
Absolutely. So she will, she'll go up to the counter and be like, I've got it. I've got these guys, and she's going to pay for all of your stuff. And be like, come on, warmlings. And she will take you over to the temple. There will be a number of kind of shamanistic looking people dressed in various furs and feathers and things like that. Relatively neutral tone colors. The feathers kind of white and black. They look like they might have come from a snow owl. And then various furs that seem like they're either from wolves or snow foxes, things like that. And they will take you over to, there's like an altar, and on that altar was supposed to be the spear, and past that altar you can see a mural of a great frost giant looking woman with a great spear, and so like holding the spear in one hand and shooting out like a cone of cold in another hand. And so they'll all ask, hello, you're here to... Well, we don't have to go through all of it. So basically, you guys are wanting to investigate the... see if you can find any trace of anything.
Any clues, yeah.
All right, what kind of rolls do you want to do?
Definitely
or spells or anything.
I will use a perception to find the clues.
Okay. I'll let anybody do one kind of roll or spell, but we'll not have people... If somebody wants to grant another advantage, you can do that. Otherwise, you can cast your own roll. What do you guys attempt to do?
Legend lore.
My perception's so shit, I'm afraid if I contribute, it would be, like, disadvantage. So...
I have a +9 investigate, so I can go full Sherlock Holmes mode.
Okay.
I can do an investigation armed with my detect magic, see if there's anything, I don't know, that way.
Okay.
I also have detect magic if there's a reason to like fan out.
Okay. All right. So you, the place is small enough that I think just one detect magic is fine. So there's a detect magic, and what else?
We got an investigation person, a perception person.
Could you... I think we both have +9 for investigate. Do we want to just have us roll with advantage on that?
Sure.
Drop in that.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
26.
26. Okay. Let's see. I would say that with your incredibly high perception and investigation, you look all over and can find no physical evidence of anything being disturbed, other than just this mantelpiece that is holding what should be holding up a spear is not. I'll say
Wait,
that
did they just have this artifact just chilling on a pedestal in a room that was unguarded?
No wonder
No,
it
it
got
was-
stolen.
No, it was
Okay.
guarded. It was
Okay.
guarded.
Okay.
I'd say with that investigation, that would include like asking for various evidence and stuff, and people would be like, "No, we were here the whole time."
Is there like mind modifying spells
There are.
that could have maybe happened?
Part of my search, I would like to walk up the walls and kind of like walk around on the ceiling, kind of like looking for like windows open.
Yeah. So during all of that, you are really confident that whoever did this had some kind of magical means of doing what is otherwise impossible, because there is no trace of any entry, anything like that. No forced entry anyway. No one has any memory. They describe it as one day something looked off and they grabbed at the spear and saw that it was an illusion. There was nothing there, and then the illusion disappeared. When you detect magic, I'll say you don't detect any magic in there currently other than what's around you, but I'll give you that there were faint traces of transmutation, abjuration, and illusion. Like there's just kind of these trace feelings of like various pieces of magic being used, combined together in order to achieve this apparently perfect robbery.
Are there any windows or ways to see inside from the outside?
There are.
I could have stolen it. If that's the weight
Did
of
you?
everything. No, I didn't. But I could have. If it wouldn't be that hard. If they weren't looking at it 24/7, you know?
Were there any, look through the investigation, did it look like there used to be any kind of magical defenses on the statue where the spear was itself that they needed to be like disarmed, dispelled, like a glyph or something like that?
I would say they would say ironically the staff itself could hold the wheel could wield the power of resisting magic. But like there were no spells, like you need to wield it in order to use that magic. So
it would have been as easy as teleporting in, grabbing it, and teleporting out, and then leaving a illusion in its place.
Pretty much, yep. Yeah, it's not like there's a level 20 wizard out there getting so like yeah, you could figure out a way to do it, but you're convinced that this sneaky person who might be like a rogue also has access to either magical abilities or magical items or something that could assist to make that happen.
With the 26, we weren't able to find any hair, anything, fur, leftovers, things that might have dropped off her when she appeared.
I don't know, nothing that's going to help you in an investigation in this case.
Okay. Well, it seems likely that she has an offering. She has a spear. She's going up to that dragon.
I would say that if you were to talk about, like just asking all about the spear, they would mention that the spear would kind of connect with the kinds of colors that it seems like the dragon likes, those kinds of things.
Well, the only thing I would say is I've been like low-key Googling how do you change the color of metal or bronze. But I would say if there are cleaning supplies, and Almar can use this any tool for the job to create an alchemy toolkit, Well, when we go back to the tavern after investigating,
Okay.
would you allow me to try and dye or bleach the color of the bronze dragon as there?
Sure. I'll just need a check for that. Is that a thing that you can do? I know that all the time people coat things in other metals, so it's like the top layer is a different color than all the metal that's underneath it. But
I've
I don't.
actually seen videos of people dyeing metal with like low voltage electricity and like certain chemicals.
Oh.
It's
I've
really
seen that
fucking
too.
cool.
It's like they run
It
a
goes
current
like to
through
like
it,
teal and purple and yeah, and like the longer
and
you
I've been
leave
like
it, like the
trying to
colors.
Google that. I'm like, how to like do that thing. But I would say Anwar has expertise in alchemy, masons, smith, thieves, and tinker tools. So between all of those things,
Yeah, that's a lot of tools.
and like cleaning supplies or bleach or soap or something like that. Alchemy supplies, I feel like, are so like chemicals. You can make acid, but pretty.
Anodizing titanium chainmail using 9-volt batteries.
Like
Sure.
I'll on a watch list.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Make the roll to see if you can do it.
Okay.
And I would also, Audra would probably also put forth that, like, if we intend on making any sort of, intending to make some sort of offering to this dragon, we could also up the uniqueness by using, magic-y weapon creation out of whatever Anwar makes as well. Like, if we want to make it a more of a unique offering.
I'll go ahead and tack on a guidance as well.
Okay.
Oof. I'm going to use Flash of Genius to add an extra 5.
You really have to try at this thing. Like, it is. It's like it's gonna take you. I take it you guys are spending the night here.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we're going to go up and climb a mountain in the night.
Yeah, because it's already getting insanely cold. Okay. I'm gonna need you to make a con save to avoid exhaustion, because it looked like it's like you keep it, like you have to do a lot of trial and error. You keep on doing things, it's just not quite working right, but you do eventually get it after, like, I wouldn't say pulling an all-nighter, but staying up really late trying to get it right.
Let's see.
Yeah.
18.
Yep, you stay up really late to like 3 a.m., but you're able to power through. You're like, I did it!
Oh, you know what it is? It's a Breaking Bad science montage where it's like Anwar and Hunter are up all night, and like we're moving all around, and like we're trying to do different chemicals and stuff like that, and Hunter's like falling asleep in the background, and like Anwar's still like dripping chemicals on it all night,
Keeps calling people bitch for some reason.
The colors get all like, at first it's a nice brass, and then it looks like it's been like destroyed, and it just looks like it's all smeared with all sorts of stuff. You're like, fuck, I gotta fix it, and then eventually you get it. What color do you want it to have ultimately? Like a platinum look, or silver, or nickel, or what, or pure white? Like what do you want?
Yeah, could I do like a pearl white?
Yeah. So you do that, and yeah, the following morning when everyone wakes up, you have it in your hand, this little statuette of a dragon.
I think Anwar, like, it's on the table and all the stuff is a mess around it, but Anwar is just like on a chair, slumped over, passed out, like sleeping. Just like he finished it and he collapsed.
All right, so we'll say that you guys found an inn that happens to be right next door to the tavern. You had to pay, like 5 silver, but yep. So yeah, that's what you wake up with, and you start off the next day, bracing for what? Gosh, if the last stretch of the road was hard, this might be even harder. Or will definitely be harder, because now you're going way uphill, and it could potentially get a lot colder as you head further up there. What did
This is cool.
Artem? What did you roll again with your history about the dragon?
32.
You also would have heard that people spoke of the fact that when you even get close to a dragon, like within miles, conditions can be affected and get even worse. Like, can get even colder, foggier, sleetier, all sorts of stuff.
Can we just get like a second thing of cold weather gear and like walk up the mountain like this?
I would say yes. However, it would also impose disadvantage on various athletic or acrobatic related things.
I don't need acrobatic. I just need to be warm.
Could I sweet talk a couple of the locals? Sweet talk them into kind of acting as guides for like a ways off. Like, even if it's like 1 to 10 miles before they turn back, but like to kind of help us get.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a persuasion roll.
I can do that.
Yeah, you're able to find someone and persuade him. Yeah, so you'll find a bald Goliath man. He's got kind of traditional Goliath tattoos going on. His eyes are ice blue. He's fairly muscular and big, and says, so you trying to go slay the dragon?
Well, we promised we'd look into that. Can't give a final decision, but gonna make a quick assessment. We got some business in that area.
What kind of business do you have at the top of a mountain?
Oh man, you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Alright, well I guess I don't have to know. Yeah, I'll take you a few miles in and get you on the right path anyway. Yeah, there's a major thing. You're trying to get to the top of the mountain now?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm gonna take you in, right? And at some point, you're gonna have to choose to turn left or turn right. Now, if you go left, that's gonna lead you along a path where you're gonna have to go straight up an ice glacier, right? And you better have your climate. You got your axes and everything, your picks to get up there. If not, you might want to go towards the right. But the issue with the right is that side of the mountain, it's a lot softer, but it's prone to avalanche. So you're gonna have to decide which one you want to take.
We should probably buy some climbing gear, y'all.
We got climbing gear in town if you want it.
I think we need it. Because we only bought cold weather clothes, not like packs. Right?
Yeah, I don't think you guys brought like mountaineering packs or whatever they're called.
So
Let's get it.
Are we saying climbing over avalanching? Is that the vote?
I mean, unless we can be incredibly quiet and not fuck up the snow.
Three of us have disadvantage on like quiet checks.
Not in my clown horn armor. It's not happening.
Alrighty then. Well, yep, come on over. We got a nice little place called Rural Outfitters.
Oh, goodness.
We'll get you set up. So you guys buy your stuff. You can look online to see how much it costs. I'm gonna do that right now.
A climber's kit costs 25 gold.
Woo!
Damn.
You guys got 25 gold each?
I've got 30.
Hold on, I might be able to help out.
15.
Every time I sift through this thing, I gotta find my fucking money.
I have
125.
I have 125. So, Rain, I can make up the difference for yours, or I could just pay for it outright.
I don't think she would accept paying for it outright. She will let you make up the difference.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
I mean, I could.
You're welcome.
Richard, you
could
said
grab
15
it all
each?
for the part.
25.
Say
I
that
believe.
louder,
25 each,
Andrew.
I'm
What
sorry.
was that?
I could.
What did you say, Andrew?
I could cover us. I could cover us.
Oh, great.
Group.
Awesome.
No.
Thank you.
You've been covering everything, though. I think we leave you with the lodging costs.
Oh yeah, how much was lodging?
We
5
already did
silver.
5 silver.
Like-
yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I already paid that, unless that was a different thing.
Yeah, it was 5 silver.
Okay, cool.
I'll take the offer of you buying my climber's kit because I literally have 30 gold.
Okay.
Rain,
Alright.
how much do you have?
15.
Can I pay for like 20 of it?
She's not gonna say no.
What if I pay for like 23 of it?
No, 20 of it's fine. That
Okay.
leaves her with 10.
Okay, baby. Okay.
Otherwise, she would have had exactly 1 silver left.
Jesus Christ. There's a point where I'm like, I'm not keeping tabs on the silver. That's too much. That's too much.
All right, so you get your gear and you head on out. I'm gonna start right off the bat on your way up here. It is even colder than before. It seems like the further you get, the colder it gets. I'm gonna require everybody to make another con save with advantage because of your clothes again.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Listen, should have doubled up like Rain did.
Oh, wow.
I'll use a Flash of Genius on that to get it up to a 17.
Look.
Okay.
Yeah. Audra's not feeling very good either.
Oh shit.
There we go.
I would
Set Audra on fire.
How many Flash of Geniuses do you get per day? Is it your 5? Okay.
5 per day.
Nice.
So if we're counting the one from last night, I got 3 left.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say since you had to fight off like exhaustion or whatever, you don't have any of the exhaustion, but you haven't regained any spell slots or whatever from that day.
That's right.
I am over
All right.
carrying capacity.
Are you? You can hand some stuff to Anwar. He's got a bag of holding.
Anwar, could you?
I will
hold-
say, just because it's a possibility, that I will care a little bit more about carrying capacity right now. So if you need to hand over some stuff, like if Hunter's just got a big pack of stuff.
Dang, he kind of does.
Oh my god. Rain could carry apparently 100 more pounds of gear.
What?
Goddamn,
What's her
girl.
strength mod?
+1.
Is
guess
it a
having a
Simic hybrid
flat-
thing?
No, she has 86 pounds of gear total on her. She could carry 180 somehow. That's what D&D Beyond's saying.
Well, in any case, with the Flash of Genius, Audra, you got a 9.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Audra, you take 3d cold damage.
3-dimensional cold damage?
Sorry, I mean 3d6 cold damage.
I'm assuming you're gonna roll that.
Yep. Oof.
Alright, well...
Everybody else is gonna be taking half that.
Okay, but I want you to check this out, Richard. I'm going to, as we go up the mountain, just stop and randomly dodge twice. And use my recovery HP dodge move I have.
Yeah, if you just want to frame it as you're using your
I'm dodging the
gigantic
cold.
mic to show. It basically, yeah, you've got the ability to use hit dice without short resting, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So everybody else takes 6 cold damage. At this point, you're getting up to a point where it is so freezing that you cannot escape getting some damage. And finally, it gets to the point where even the Goliath is like, I'm starting to get a little cold now. I'm gonna turn back, but right over there, that's your fork in the road right there. Are there any other questions you have for me about your journey before you go?
No, I think I asked you plenty of questions that I'll catch our DM up with in transit.
Alrighty then. Best of luck to you.
I would ask
And
him.
if you choose to take on the dragon, I'm just gonna say, you guys were nice folks. All right. And he starts heading back.
Richard, I would have asked, after, in this case, the climb for us, because we're not taking the avalanche route. After the climb, does that more or less get us to the top, or is there like another obstacle?
Oh yeah, there's more stuff going on. You're definitely
Okay. So then what else
not there yet.
would he have been able to brief us on?
That's what he's able to brief you
That's
on.
it? Okay.
I know on the walk I would have asked about like survival stuff, like how to make an igloo real fast, and like other survival tips, like are there roots we can pull and eat and stuff like that to basically help out with, when
Okay,
we
yeah,
decide-
he can help with basic survival stuff like that. But as far as like beyond what happens in the two branches of the path and stuff, he's like, I don't go up that far. Like, you just found the nearest guy who like could take you a good chunk of the way. Yeah, like no one goes up here for fun. Like, yeah, the only people we've taken up here were people who wanted to go try to slay the dragon. Maybe at some point there was somebody on a spiritual journey who wanted to ask the dragon a question. Like, I think there was a monk or a druid or something that wanted to come up to try to talk to the dragon at some point. Most people try to kill it, and we never see them again. So, best of luck to you.
Thanks. Nice knowing you.
It's been nice knowing you. And he heads back down. With that, which path do you choose to take? I take it you're going on the one that leads to the ice glacier.
Yep.
Yeah, if we could avoid landslides and avalanches, that'd be aces, I think.
Alrighty, now I have to consult this table I had you guys roll on earlier. Okay.
Oh no.
Let's get you over to a nice little visual aid here. So you start heading towards that path, and the ice wall is not quite there yet. You still have to travel on this path for a while until you get there. Why don't I get some perception checks from a person or two for whoever's looking out as you're making your way through here?
As we're walking, Anwar's like, super cuddled up. Be like, Rain, can't you change the weather or something? Make it not ice?
I'd say
No,
if you even
actually-
like try to produce a flame for a second, just
You know what,
Yeah,
watch
it's
Richard?
that
just like
immediately.
You know what, Richard? To make it, I guess, not difficult terrain for us, I will give the party water walk.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely helps speed things up for sure. You're able to walk along, and at least, yeah, putting your feet through the snow
Yeah.
isn't so bad.
So that's an hour, I think it is. 1 hour of like much easier walking for us. At
Okay.
least.
It's definitely one of those things where it's like you just step outside and your face hurts. Like, why does the air make my face hurt?
Mhm.
This is Minnesota.
Yep.
I'm nice, Windalia, don't you know?
Hunter and Anwar, as often is the case, you two are the first ones to notice. There is something off in the distance, kind of like over to your left, over a ridge. You see some kind of creature looking down towards you. And as you get a closer look, you see that it's some kind of cat. It's perhaps a lynx or a bobcat or a snow
lynx to what?
leopard.
Mm,
It's
missing
something,
lynx.
something or other. And as you catch its eye, it seems to also meet your gaze, and it starts kind of walking down.
Hmm.
And
So pretty.
it makes its way down, and it starts to kind of go near you guys. It's not charging you or anything. It's kind of hesitantly looking.
Poe,
And,
you son of a bitch!
Eventually, you just kind of hear like a, "Hey,
Hey,
you guys friendly?
yeah. You,
I'm friendly.
right on, right on.
Can I come down and see you guys?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like hunt me for my fur or nothing?
No.
All right, cool. I'm coming down. And he just kind of slides down mountain a little bit and starts scampering over to you guys. You notice he's not that big. He's like maybe 2 or 3 feet tall at the shoulder. Not maybe like 2 feet tall at the shoulder. He's not incredibly big. Certainly bigger than a house cat, but not as big as like a big dangerous animal or whatever. Mid-size, maybe somewhere between 60 to 90 pounds.
So are we just assuming that this man doesn't have like 3 frogs in his pocket that are going to transmutate into something horrible, awful?
No, no
Wait,
chance.
Are
that
we not
happens
just going
twice.
to make that assumption moving forward for the rest of our lives?
No,
I thought it
can't
was the
happen
cat
twice.
talking.
It's a cat.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, what if the cat has like 3 pet fucking frogs?
No way that would happen a second time. Plus,
I hope it's literally
Frogs
3
are-
frogs again.
right, they'd freeze instantly, just like.
What if it's like 3 kobolds in like a costume?
As it approaches you, you notice it looks like a normal lynx.
So how do
For-
you get to talking?
Everybody always asks, is it really that big of a deal? I'm a talking cat. Like, can we move past that and accept it for what it is, and then just like talk as people? I mean, I'm not a person. To be fair, I am a cat.
Insight.
Go for it.
Do you lie?
Is that a cat?
Seems to be a cat. Yep.
Audrey,
And he seems annoyed at the question. Like it's always the first question.
she looks at
Every
the
single
party.
time. It's like, you can talk?
She looks at the party and just does like the, it's a cat.
I mean, it's just surprising. I don't think I've seen. Anyway, yeah, we'll lay off that.
What you guys doing?
Oh, look,
Walking.
Big Peak. Yep, walking.
Walking, yeah. You guys gonna go take on the dragon?
Probably not.
Oh,
Hopefully
really?
not. Why
Damn.
does everyone want us to kill the dragon?
Oh, I want to kill it because I want in on its horde.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. What do you?
It's got a lot of cool stuff up there. That's what all the other travelers say. They say it's got like riches and riches and riches, and I want some of that.
Have you
What
seen
would
the
you do
riches
with
and
it?
riches and riches yourself?
No, I haven't gotten close to it.
But you've
Look, guys,
seen,
we have no actual like proof that this thing has a horde.
But you
Other than
have
that, it's a
seen
dragon.
other travelers on their way to it.
That's racist.
Yeah.
And I will ask if it encountered like the Icewind Dahlia, if they communicated anything it learned about her or Nora, whatever.
I hear them pray to Icewind Dahlia. Never met her.
I'll like give
Right.
a physical
Sorry. He's mixing it with the Frost Maiden.
Oh, okay.
The Icewind Dahlia. What's that?
I give
The Icewind Village is like over there.
I give the description of Nora just in case he encountered her.
Oh yeah. I saw her walking these parts a bit. I started trying to chase her, and somehow she eluded me.
You know, actually, do you have like a den or something we could all curl up in for this talk? It is freezing as hell out here.
It sure is. Yeah, follow me. And he's gonna start scampering away to a little den area.
I don't know, y'all. I just trust him.
See, now this is where he attacks us.
Inside the den, 3 frost giants.
Each
Uh,
with 3 frogs.
You get inside the den. It's like, yeah, I've seen a lot of people try to take on this thing, and well, they never make it. But if you did, I could help. I know some things.
Yeah.
But I want to cut. If there's 5 of you and 1 of me, that 5 plus 1 is 6, right? 6. And I want 1 of the 6 of that horde.
Well, that's the question. Are you doing 1/6 of the work?
Heck yeah!
What?
I've got a secret something that other people try to use, but they got killed by the Red Yeti. So
The what?
the Red Yeti, you know, the Yeti that's like so vicious and like kills people for sport, and he's covered in the blood of all of his victims, and yeah, he's like the most vicious Yeti ever, and he's covered in blood, so they call him the Red Yeti.
This
Wanna
is a
be here
first.
anymore.
Yep.
Oh, well, in any case, yeah. Some guys, they got killed by the Red Yeti. They didn't make it far enough to get to the dragon. But they had something that could have been really effective against it.
And what's that?
They said that they had potions of cold resistance.
That
Use
would
that
be-
right now.
And I suppose you know exactly where they fell.
I sure do.
Yeah, that's pretty helpful. He's right.
That would honestly be just useful in case it tries to kill us.
Yeah. But we'd have to deal with the Red Yeti first. Potentially.
Yeah, if it comes to try to get you, yeah, you really want to watch out for
Like,
that.
unless we teleport in or send an echo in and keep our distance.
Or if I
Unless
well,
he's like
um,
that one fucking troll on your way up to go see the fucking dragon in Skyrim, and that freaking troll is just like, nobody's gonna fucking pass here, bitch. And like, I mean, if he's in the main thoroughfare, it's not fair.
Quick side note: if there's room in here, I definitely start up a little fire.
Yeah, you get a little bit of relief from the wind, so you can start up a little fire. Sure. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Question, Mr. Cat. What is your name?
I believe the druid man called me Caspian.
The druid man. Who's the druid man?
There's so
Caspian.
many layers.
He's the one who awakened me, allowed me to talk, and then eventually died.
Oh.
Oh.
Richard.
Druids are menaces.
Yeah, Richard. Do we need to roll for the awakening thing, or do we just understand that concept?
I'll let you guys just say, like, oh yeah, an awakening spell. We've heard of
Yeah. Okay.
druids who could do magic like that. Yep. Yeah, Rain, you've definitely heard about awakening before.
I think it's like a collective, like,
Yeah.
Hunter just like, oh yeah, nods along like he knows what they're talking about. Then Rain explains it, and he's like, yeah.
Yeah, that was a few years ago now, and let me tell you, life has been strange for me ever since. Like, before I was just focused on like food of the day, staying warm, stuff like that. Now I think about the fact that I will one day die.
yeah.
Intelligence is rough.
He's the dog with the frickin' talk props.
Anyway, point being, it seems like, as I think about what is life, you know, and I think about like, everybody needs a goal of some kind, right? Like a calling. And to me, I want to sit on a pile of treasure like I'm a dragon. Why? I don't know. Just because everybody needs to pick something, and that's my something.
I mean,
It feels right, to be honest.
high.
No, it
Aim high,
sounds
yeah.
good.
Good to have a goal.
But in
So-
any case, as you can tell, I am not combat worthy. I cannot fight. But I feel like I'm an equal contributor if I help you. Like, we shouldn't start deciding, oh, who's the most helpful. I take it when you guys go off on adventures, you split things evenly, right?
That's true, but I mean, we all can hold our own in fighting. To be fair.
Okay, well then, do it without me.
Well, we didn't say that. You know,
Okay,
we-
then
now a six.
give me my fair share.
6 is a lot, but there's a lot to split. So like, really? Wait, we're not even. Are we going after the?
I don't know. Seems like people really want us to kill this dragon.
Yeah, a lot of people want us to kill the dragon.
People were indifferent. They were. I will say that. I know it sounds like the DM is pushing you into one direction, but your other thing about using the dragon thing, the little dragon statue, is a really cool idea too. I don't want to push you in any direction. I'm only giving what the characters are telling you.
I
You
got the
guys
feeling that
decide.
there was one guy who was like, I wouldn't mind, but
Hmm. I mean,
Listen, if you don't want it, then just let me know, because then I can save. This little piece of knowledge I got right now is kind of valuable, you know? And if you're not going to use it anyway, then I'll save this for somebody else who wants these potions.
I'll tell you what. why don't you go ahead and tell us where they are? If we use them, then we'll go ahead and cut you in. If we don't use them, we'll swoop on back through and drop them off for you, so you'll have them right here.
He'll just say, "But what leverage do I have then? Once I've told you, then you guys just can freaking kill me and leave me."
Oh, we wouldn't kill you. Come on now.
Go ahead and roll persuasion for your
Or deception.
dealings. Or deception.
Why would we kill you? You're a cat. I'm quite partial to cats.
Alright. But if you don't use them, you're putting them right back, okay?
Oh, you want them put right back. You don't want them here with you.
So if we bring them here to you, then someone could just kill you and then take them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Heck, I don't really care where you put them so long as it's somewhere I can lead somebody to. It doesn't need to be the same place where they are right now.
Yeah, it's fair. All right. I can
The
work
point
with that.
being, I'm going out on a limb here to tell you something that you want, and I'm just saying, if you use them, I want to cut. I feel like I'm contributing here.
Anyone object?
He does raise a good point. If we can get these, it could save our bacon.
mean
Other
a
than
lot.
the diamonds and the spear, I'm not particularly in the market for anything anyway.
All right, bud. Got yourself a deal.
Cool. Alrighty. Let me take you there.
I want to
So-
remind everyone that this is almost exactly like when what's his face tried to lead us to that stink monster. Just a reminder.
We do
I
need
would
to go back and kill
now
that
like
thing,
someone to make a roll a d20, please.
My turn. Famous last words.
Oh no.
Okay.
So the dragon swoops in.
With the red yeti riding on his neck.
Heard you want to start some shit.
Sorry, let me just look at this real quick.
I think I just call it a day there.
Well, it
Would
was
somebody
fun, you know.
please roll a d4 for me?
Sid, it's your
Yeah.
turn.
God
Jason,
dang it! I
it's your
touched my
turn.
nose.
Well, pull a D4
Fine.
out of it and roll it.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's a good
you
chance you'll
pointed
beat
to
me.
yourself.
Y'all rude. Nice.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
My name
Mama
is
did
I
it.
put my finger. Maybe that's the trick. You need to put your finger on your nose before you roll.
We'll
You
test
find
it.
It
four
puts
Yetis.
it puts a little extra like weighted oil on the
Yuck.
dice when you roll it.
On the
Okay.
virtual dice.
Yeah. Listen,
Just need
I'm
to
an
look up
oily
one more
Italian man. I
thing.
guarantee mine makes a difference.
Let's see. Okay. So, you guys walk along, and eventually he's like, "Hey, how are you guys around dead bodies?"
Make a few. of 'em.
Fine.
We
Oh,
don't
you
like
make a
them.
few of them. Okay,
I
perfect.
hate how comfortable we've become around them.
Yeah, it is. It is a red flag, ain't it?
Listen, it's a killer be killed world, you know? It's fine. I just noticed that some people are a little squeamish to it. Anyway, he's gonna lead you over to an area where you see kind of a mound of snow is kind of piled up. Actually, I'll say what you noticed beforehand. Here's what you would see. As you look off in the distance, on this kind of off the beaten path area that you're going towards. Actually, I would say it's around a similar, pretty close to the path because they wouldn't have ventured too far off. You see a group of kind of lumps in the snow, and you also see a number 4 lion-sized what are called crag cats let's see if I can give a picture for him real quick. They look like this.
Okay,
So
yeah.
cute.
Aw.
You see 4 of them, and they seem to be munching on some dead bodies. And you just hear Caspian yell out, "Oh shit!"
Don't yell.
It's like, well, keep the shit. They're going after that's the stuff. Those are the dead bodies. One of those guys got a pack on that's got the potions in it. If one of them smashes it or something, those potions are ruined.
So, knowing there are Yetis in the area, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make. Wait, do I have thaumaturgy?
I thought you swapped it.
I do have thaumaturgy. Is that the right one though? Voice booms.
The noise-making one.
Yeah, I want to try and do an imitation of a Yeti.
So you're doing a Obi-Wan Kenobi here.
Yeah, pulling an Obi-Wan.
Alrighty. So do that and go ahead and make a deception check for your in imitation.
Cool. I get advantage on those.
Ooh.
Very nice. You make it sound like that. Now go ahead and give me a intimidation for how scary it is. All right. Let me just roll here real quick. Okay. 2 of them run off and scatter away. The other 2 look over in your guys' direction and see you guys. And they start charging at you. They are, we'll call them 120 feet away. Given that Hunter just had a turn, I'll give anybody else a chance to do something in reaction to the 2 crag cats charging you guys.
Do we want to try and take them then?
Sure. I mean, free meat and skins, right?
Oh, we
But
can
also
sleep in 'em like
spending
Tauntauns.
time in a potential territory that belongs to a Yeti.
I'm just saying, if we're going up against a dragon, I'm not trying to spend any extra
Yeah.
slots on
Right.
them.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
mage
2
armor
shots.
anyway.
I'll take 2 shots with the lightning launcher once they were
Okay.
within 90 feet.
Yeah. Once they're within 90 feet, go ahead and do that.
Use my gun.
Does anybody else want to call out a thing they want to do as they're charging
Yeah.
up to you?
I'm gonna use my gun.
Okay. Sure.
When they hit, I believe it's 60 feet, Richard, I'll drop a Sacred Flame on whichever one is like kind of out in front, because I assume they're not like in perfect formation.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Grab a beverage. I'll be right back.
So that's
Oh,
14 lightning.
Yes. Does a 14 hit on the second one?
Yes, it does. Yep.
Then total 23 lightning damage to, we'll say, the one on the right.
Okay, the one on the right, yeah. Definitely really hurt by that, but it's still charging at you. It definitely yelps, but it's gonna keep on going. Actually, yeah. Wait, how much damage?
23.
23. Let's see what happens with everybody else first. Kamira, you're gonna shoot it with your fire gun?
I'll shoot it.
You want to shoot the one that he shot or a different one?
I don't think it matters.
It does, because it has an armor class of 13. You hit it.
Tight. I'll go after the one that's already sustained damage.
Okay.
Richard.
Yep.
Is it gonna be cheap if I say I want a Toll of the Dead instead of Sacred Flaming?
No.
Because technically, there's like another 60 feet from them before I get to do anything anyway.
Okay. What was the damage on the first one?
23.
23? Okay, 23 plus another 6 fire damage. It's not downed yet, so yeah, as it gets within 60 feet, you want to try to see if you can finish this thing off,
Yeah, I'd
Audra?
like to use Toll of the Dead, and it needs to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. It saves. Got a 18 plus whatever.
Okay,
Oh.
yes.
Yep.
Then nothing happens because that's just a cantrip.
Okay. Rain, are you doing anything?
She mage armors.
Okay.
Yep.
With that, we'll say that they get in a line of sight closer to you guys. So this one is going to be sprinting with its speed. Yeah, both of them. I said it's 120 feet away. They get within 40 feet of you, and each of you can now do another turn.
I'll take
One's pretty hurt. The other is perfectly fine.
Gonna hit
I'll-
a pew pew.
I'll take 2 more shots with a lightning launcher on the weaker one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action aim.
And a natural 20 on the second one.
Hey.
Damn.
Nice.
You sure you want to go
Come up.
after the weaker one?
We'll say, well, first of all, the first one, the weaker one, gets does 13 bring it down?
13 brings the first one down. Yep.
Then I would like to use the second one on the natural
For an
20.
extra 14 damage against that one. Yeah, it definitely hurts both quite a bit. One is down, the other is there. Everybody else has got a turn if they want to see if they can bring the other one down before it gets to you.
I'd like to fire a crossbow bolt at it.
Okay, Hunter, you definitely hit.
$20 damage.
All right, let's see Audra as well.
All right. I'll divine whatchamacallit this if I need to. Yeah, make it a 22.
Okay, that hits.
Great, and I get to tack on my extra once around, not platinum damage, what the heck, radiant damage.
Okay.
So 11 more.
Oof, yeah, okay. Between you and Hunter, with 2 bolts going into it, Hunter getting at just the right spot, like, right under the neck, and then a finishing blow by Audra, both of them are dead by the time they get to you.
Nice.
However,
Ooh.
you made a big Yeti roar sound.
Yeah.
We
And
did,
you-
and Hunter did, so the rest of us are leaving.
Hunter did. And there is a big roar back
Aren't you
that
glad
you
I
are-
didn't do
that-
a
that-
dragon
that-
noise?
that you are pretty sure is not an echo.
I can send.
It sounded like it was fairly far away.
I can see
But you do
clearly
hear a
now.
Yeti roar off in the distance.
So let's get the shit and run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I'd like
yep,
to
yep.
take some time, skin these cats real fast.
You can do that.
I will
There.
say the pelts of these crag cats would be worth something, but
Fine, grab one.
Anwar, can you fit these in your bag? Here you
It's
go.
It's a
Here you
messenger
go.
bag.
Yep, stuff them in there.
Hold him up.
Even Audra, she's big.
I can carry large size, yes.
All right, you carry this one. I'll carry.
Wait, How big is
Kamira,
it?
you carry this.
it's a large animal. It's technically a monstrosity. It's a large creature. Like I'm saying, it's lion sized.
I can.
Yeah, there's no way it's fitting in the bag of holding big blankets.
Are you saying
with
it is?
that
Are you saying
attitude.
it is large size though, Richard?
It is large
I
size.
can
Yep.
carry that.
All right, if you want to carry one, you can carry it.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Who's
If
looting?
that is
Let's
what
go.
you want to do. Yeah, who's looting for the bag of stuff?
I'm looting.
Rain can help.
Alrighty. You do indeed see what looked like an adventuring party of 5 who was completely mauled to death by a creature of some kind that had claws and teeth. And you look through and eventually you are able to. Oh yeah, can you since we're doing this speed can I get some kind of search check or something for, I guess it'd be investigation, to look around, see if you can find
Richard, I also say just for posterity, if I can, I'll retrieve my crossbow bolt
Sure.
from the corpse. Yeah, thanks.
We rolled the same thing.
Nice. So in
We're
that
both like,
case,
there.
both of you search around. Both of you notice like the kind of adventurer who would like have the pack of magical stuff. Like that's the one. And you get the pack quickly. You open it up, and thank God all 5 potions are intact and have not been broken. They were well insulated and everything. Like they were prepared to be on a journey where they could fall or something. So like all of these are well intact. You have 5 potions of cold resistance.
Nice.
And then you just hear Caspian be like, "Let's get the fuck out of here!" Bolts off. Like, follow me!
Anwar is going to throw down a minor illusion of someone, like, padding around on the ground, like, looking around still. I don't think it can move or anything, but it will be, it looks like someone is there.
Okay.
So maybe it'll slow down the Yeti a little bit.
And there is some fresh meat there now.
How smart are Yetis?
You could roll nature.
Like, just out of
Well, in the
curiosity, is this
classic-
fucker gonna, like, follow our steps, like, back to
I
where
know
we
in the-
were?
In the classic Cartoon Network show, Ed, and Yeti, he was the dumb one. So
We are water walking, so we're actually on top of the snow and not tripping through it.
Hey!
That's
even
true.
better, perfect.
You're not leaving footprints. That's very
Thank
true.
God, because it's a Yeti
assuming
and I
we're
don't know
within the
shit.
same hour. It does last 1
Oh.
hour.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
realize that.
Hunter, you have had to deal with being in the north before and may have even had to deal with a Yeti, or at least be wary of Yetis in some of your travels in the past. And you know that they have a reputation for not being very smart. They're certainly they're at a humanoid level, but they're on the less smart side, a less intelligent side of a humanoid, but they're smarter than an animal. They're not. They are a little perceptive, but they're not particularly good. They also know that they, like wolves, have a keen smell, so they can potentially track people through smell. But I would say overall they're not the best at survival hunting kind of stuff. That's not really what they're known for. They're more known for ambushing rather than tracking.
Good to know. Dang, okay.
But there is that one thing that makes you nervous with you recall hearing that they had wolf-like noses.
Yeah,
What if
What I'm
we
gonna
dragged
do-
one of the crag cats behind us and just spread around their smell? And we're not human at all.
we could do that. I imagine the smell of dead animal is going to be pretty overpowering at some point.
Yeah, I think we should just ditch one. We're only carrying one with us, right?
I managed to pick up the other with a 20-something.
I would say just make a mess with it and then ditch it.
Sounds pretty good.
So Audra's carrying one. Is that what you're using it for now, or does Audra still want to keep one?
We're keeping one to go skin and process. The other one we're opening up to make a big smell.
Okay. Then you do those things. I'm trying to think of what check to give you guys for. I'm just gonna say because of your creativity, you're able to you're able to get away without the Yeti following you, essentially. So you get away. You do eventually get back to the main path, and Caspian's all like, "All right, here's the issue though. We got to go all the way around this mountain, because up here it's like a straight wall, so we can't climb that. So we got to go all the way around to where the snow's a bit softer."
That's the thing. We can actually.
Oh.
We bought these climbing kits and everything.
Oh.
Hmm.
You got a way of getting me up there? Actually, you know what? Screw it. I've done my part. You know where to find me. You know my den. So, you know what? If you go get that horde, then... how do I verify, though? Yeah, take me with you, because I want to make sure I want to be like, I'm going to keep my distance, but if I see you slaying that dragon, and you don't give me my stuff, I am going to be mad, and you will not be good people.
I mean, I agree with that. I get it.
I love him. Okay, I love
I-
him.
I'd like to process. If we're in the den, I think now's a good time to process that.
Oh, no, you're not in the den at this point. You're back on the
my
main
bad.
trail. You're heading towards either the big glacier or something else.
Hmm.
But you are back on the main trail.
Well, I didn't think we were going to take a big crag beast with us up a mountain.
Yeah.
It's like the size of a lion.
Audra just has a very stylish new scarf. Very stylish.
I mean,
Also,
I
I
can't
thought
imagine-
we had time to process it because
I mean,
yeah,
if
my
you want to
bad.
process it, you can. We could try to find another den somewhere around here, or we could circle back. But gosh, it's cold.
Yeah, but I mean, if we processed it at your den, we could, make sure you have something to chew on for a while. Stock your pantry.
it's
I'm gonna have him roll
That's
survival
fair.
to see if he can find another den because he doesn't want to have to double back so much.
the crag cat's hide is also white. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, good call.
This is also the equivalent of like getting a gift at the airport.
Shut up, Brian. He doesn't have to know it's from the airport.
I got this for you.
Like,
It
you
says,
mean the
"I
things
are
that I
New York."
snack on? Cool.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
we
brought
find
you a
out what-
snack.
Maybe we keep that
Well,
one.
I mean,
for
like
when
if we like skinned it and like took care of the hide, kind of prettied it up a little bit, it could
Mhm.
be a nice area rug.
I'm gonna roll a survival for
But
that processing.
Okay. I will say, include in that survival, you're able to find another kind of little cove den nearby that you can use.
All right, tight.
In fact, you find it, and it is it's pretty much just a little it's pretty much at the Great Wall, which you notice is 100-foot high glacier wall
What do we call this
or
thing?
wall of ice. It's a crag cat, CRAG, a crag cat.
cat meow meow.
Crag cat hide. We're gonna call that what? 5 pounds? 10 pounds?
It's the size of a lion.
Yeah, I was about to say I'd probably estimate it probably being more than 20.
So 25, 30 pounds for the hide.
Maybe.
So that's going in the bag of holding. Damn, that is a big bad boy. I'm assuming the hide counts. It's including like claws and teeth and shit.
I will say, your Vanta Black cloak is no good here. However,
Hmm.
a cloak or pelt thing made from this would help you with sneaking in the white snow.
All right.
But based off the size of it, to have enough to cover a whole person to the point where they would have advantage on their stealth, that you'd need a whole thing for one person.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
And also that would take some time. So unless you're planning on spending like a whole other night in this other den.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
don't think we have time to skin and
yeah.
Hide.
I just wanted to hold triangle to skin
yeah.
legendary skin. Yeah.
I mean, skinning doesn't have to take necessarily that long. Just you can't like make a.
Can it?
We can't
Y- y-
sit and make a cloak out of it.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Yeah. I don't want to do that. I just want to.
But if you want to
Pretty clean.
roll, with your 25 survival, you're able to skin it pretty quick.
Nice. And to get the fangs and the claws too, because those are gonna be choice.
Yeah, especially since this is technically a monstrosity. Monstrosity teeth and bones are definitely worth something in certain circles. So they have a monetary value.
Just gonna find the
All
Hunter's
right,
Guild.
so we're saying a crag cat hide ×1, and also comes with
Teeth and claws.
teeth and claws.
Teeth and claws. Yeah.
Could be made into, we can call it like winter armor, like hide armor that also counts as. There's a number of things you could do with it, but you're not doing it right now.
Sid,
so we
do
can
you
come back
already
to that
have
later.
full plate?
I think so.
Okay, I was gonna say if you don't, because Audra's planning on making herself some full plate once we get these diamonds, and if you want, like, this style, like, you know.
Oh no, I have splint.
Okay, well, if you want like a really cool like winter, cat heavy armor in the future.
Hide
let me
doesn't
know.
give you that much of an AC though.
No, but I'd put it like over the heavy armor
Oh,
just for
okay.
decorative purposes. If you want,
None of us have full plate yet.
yeah. If you would, if you want something like that, Sid, in the future, just say the word.
I don't know if the bag of holding is temperature controlled, so I'm gonna wrap a bunch of snow in it and then put it in there.
Alrighty,
That's a good idea.
go ahead and do
I wonder
that.
if there's a sage advice on that.
I imagine it's either room temperature or it's like very cold because the void of space or whatever.
Hmm.
I'll let you flavor that however you want. If you want it to be like refrigerator level, I'd accept that, just like right in the middle.
Well, in my headcanon, when Anwar was discovering the bag of holding, when he was inventing it, one of his experiments was taking things and putting them in the vacuum of space. The problem is he would stick his hand in, and similar to Arnold in Magic School
Mhm.
Bus, he would remove a solid block of ice. So he had to find a micro dimension that is room temperature. So
Got it.
that is what
Okay.
we're saying.
Okay, sounds good.
I've thought all about this, don't worry.
In any case, let's have you guys make some checks for climbing up this thing, and then we'll do a bio break.
Alrighty.
Which are we just making athletics?
Yeah. So for this climbing gear, does it? Let me see if it says. Do you
I'm
know what
looking
it's
it up
called?
now. The climber's kit.
Special pythons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. You can use the climber's kit as a to anchor yourself. When you do, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself, and you can't climb more than 25 feet away from that point without you undoing the anchor.
Okay. So we'll just do a series of athletic checks since it's 25 feet up at a time. That's what we'll do. You have to do 4 of them, otherwise you could potentially fall back down. So let's have everybody do round 1 for the first 25 feet up.
Before we go up, I was going to say, first of all,
I mean, you have boots of flying now. You could just fly up there.
yeah, well, I've been thinking how's the weather or the wind situation?
Oh, the wind is pretty bad. Like, it can potentially, like, it's like, imagine, Game of Thrones when they're scaling up the wall. Like, it's...
Yeah, I was thinking flying in the weather or in this wind at least would be difficult, if not
Yeah.
impossible. But I was going to say Anwar can give enhanceability strength to one person. He can also give, alternatively, and actually Audra can do the same thing. We have the potion of growth, which can make you big and give you advantage on strength checks.
That's true.
So-
You know what? Yeah, let's big Audra up this wall.
Now, I would also argue if,
Don't you have boots of climbing, Hunter?
if Waterwalk is still active,
Flying.
I should be able to walk up the ice wall.
Yeah, you should be able to. Yep.
So I can like go up and start like banging
spider
pythons
plus
and stuff.
water walk. Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just like walk up the ice cliff, like hammering in rope and pythons for you guys.
Okay. All right, so for everybody else then, let's get some
Yeah.
checks. And Caspian's going to be like, hey, can you just take me up there? I'm not that heavy.
Audra, especially while she's big, is just gonna like do the climb aboard move.
Oh, okay.
So he could just like chill on my shoulder while I
Okay.
climb up.
Do we have a big old kitty Bjorn? 'Cause
Wow.
that would be a look. That would be a look for Hunter.
Well, I'm glad we're at advantage because I have an average 10. Well, I'm at
Are
advantage
we
because I'm big.
Oh, I
I'm
was like,
sorry.
what?
you have advantage because you're big right now.
Yeah.
Does Rain want something?
Ah. I don't have a terrible mod either. It's just a shitty roll.
Ugh.
For some
Okay.
reason, you have a better mod than Audra does.
Since I'm mobile, could I assist
That
anybody?
is weird.
Yeah, if you're mobile, you're like, ooh, somebody's getting about to fall. I would definitely say give it to Rain, because it looks like Rain's about to fall. Audra, it takes you a long time.
Yeah.
You were, but you don't fall. You're like right on the edge,
Yeah,
though. Like
right
you
on
nearly
the-
fall, but you're
That's
able
what I
to
thought.
kind of get up. I think just in your larger body, especially now that you're even a little bit bigger than you were before with this new giant
Yeah.
enhancement, you're still getting used to your own body. So, yeah, Hunter, you can run over and help Rain there. So Rain, you can roll again.
Can I?
There we go.
Hey!
So yeah, with a little bit of help from Hunter, you're able to get on up the first 25 feet. Now for the second round of 25 feet.
I'm gonna keep spotting.
I'll allow you to spot. You can catch up to one person, Hunter, but if more than one person,
Per round, yeah.
yeah.
Whew.
Okay. Anwar, you're struggling a bit on this one. Rain, you're also really struggling, but you are able to slowly get up. It just takes you a while. Kamira, you're a natural. Given that you got two successes in a row, I'm gonna say you're already up another third. Like you're up 75 feet rather than 50. You're just making it up in no time. We'll say Anwar, you're up 50 feet, and then Rain and Audra, you're still up to like 25 at this point. I don't know if I can make a little thing of like, but in any case, yeah. So Kamira's up 75, Anwar 50, the other two 25 feet. So let's get a roll from everybody again on athletics.
Alrighty. What? Oh, I
Great
typed
roll.
D220
Wonderful roll.
instead of. Okay, so I just teleport up to the top, right? That's what a
No.
196 means. All right, I'll take a 20. There you go.
20. Okay. So all of you get up another 25 feet, no problem. So Kamira, you make it to the top. Hunter, you're looking around. Everybody's looking good. Anwar, you make it up to 75. Audra and Rain, you make it up to 50. Go ahead and make another roll. Everybody except for Kamira. Kamira's at the top. Alrighty. Where's Audra?
Oh, sorry, last one.
Audra, you're up to 50 feet right now. You got
Yeah, watch this be where I tumbled. Nope, I've got it now.
No, yeah. Audra is starting to get it. She gets up to 75. Rain is a bit stuck at the moment, though. And then Anwar, you get up to the top. So Rain, you're still kind of stuck at 50. Hunter's kind of like holding you there. And Audra, you get up to 75. So Audra and Rain, give one more.
Alrighty.
Luckily, there hasn't been another roll below 10. Okay.
I just can't roll well at
Yeah.
all.
All right, Rain makes it up to 75 feet. Audra, you get up to the top. So Rain, you're the last one, and Hunter kind of like can speed up and kind of help pull you up with his help there. So, I mean, it's understandable that the wizard would be the last one up the mountain, but eventually you do all get up, and as you are all getting up towards the top, you are hit with another huge gust of freezing cold. I need everyone to make a con save with advantage still.
Gross.
Fucking. I'm been rolling under 10 this whole time.
Yeah, I did a bad one too.
I didn't roll great.
Let's see. Yeah, if you got under 15, you're gonna take this full damage. If you rolled 15 or higher, you take half this cold damage. Okay.
Wizards really need Constitution saving throw efficiency.
Got to get that resilience feat or something.
Yeah.
So in any case, yeah, you're hit with another big chill of cold.
Do people in the group want some healing at this point?
That'd be nice.
What are people's levels? What do I need to do? If people could tell me how much HP you're missing. I guess that's the easiest way for me to.
We take half of 9, so 4.
I'm missing 15 hit points.
You're missing 15. Okay.
I'm still in.
And just so you know, the
Same.
damage resistance you get for this thing is 1 hour. I would say that it still looks like you've got a bit of hiking to go. I wouldn't just chug the potion now if you're gonna use it.
I feel like, personally, I'd say we chug that just in case it goes this way. We chug that before we meet the dragon because
Okay.
I want to be able to resist that breath. I'm sorry. So minus 15 for Hunter and Rain, and minus 10 for Anwar. And Sid, you said you're all right.
Yeah, I'm still in triple. I'm down 10,
have so
but
much
I have
blood.
109.
Oh, triple digits of HP. Oh,
It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice.
Alrighty, so that's where everybody's at. Let's take a bio break, and when we get back, we will encounter the dragon, either with combat or without,
Cool.
depending on what you guys want to do.
Cool. We can do it. I'll do it while I'm on break. I'll just roll HP for everyone.
Okay.
We always fight dragons. We never fight dungeons.
yeah, let's do that.
More like 2 seconds. But yes, we are back in now.
Alrighty, so Ryan, you were just saying?
All right, so we're climbing up. Oh, the Lynx is with us.
Yep.
So, what are we hoping, first of all, if we do decide, or if the decision is taken away from us to fight this thing? Let's say this doesn't come to blows. What are we hoping to achieve here?
I think, if not full on getting this thing as an ally, which is obviously a very big ask, at the very least, like, if it's not outright joining us, which, you know, I don't expect it to, if we can at least be the first to plant the idea of joining a seed, because at least we're first in there before someone like Maz or someone like the Empire is like, hey, Dragon, you want to help us? You know what I mean? Like, at least we're first to be like, you know, we got dibs, so to speak.
What's the cat's name?
Caspian.
Caspian, have you seen or spoken to this dragon before?
No, I've never gotten this far up before.
Have you seen other people go up this way before?
Yeah. They never came back.
Yeah, I figured that part.
So our original
Has-
goal coming to the Ice Temple was to find nondescript but potential magical item that
Yes.
just happened to coincide with Nora's path.
Yep.
And then we found out that there was dragon. She stole something very recently. So now it's kind of a guaranteed magic item, but not necessarily from the temple. So now are we gonna try to talk a dragon out of some of its hoard?
All likely,
That
this
was-
horde is in the temple.
Yeah, because that was my vibe or assumption was we're going to make an attempt at be like, hey, we'll make a tradesies.
If the dragon doesn't seem up with that, I would be happy with just like, what did the Dahlia want in
Right,
exchange for all
information
this
on-
stuff she gave you? Because that would be useful too at that point, and just be like, okay, thanks. Can we leave
Assuming
without
she's
killing
not
us?
Still there.
She might be.
I'm very skeptical of getting this dragon on our side, considering we don't have anything.
I was about to
offer.
say, I don't even think it's up for
It-
like join our side when
He'd be like, or she'd be like, give me one of your towns.
yes.
And
I have
everything-
one silver.
And it's been up there for 2,000 years or an estimated 2,000 years, and it's not on anybody's side at this point. Like, you can't tell me not a single person in the history in the past 2,000 years was like, help. And it was like, no, I'm good.
Well, if her neighbors aren't super pleased with her, I can't imagine getting that
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
So we want to know if the Dahlia is here, if
Mhm.
Nora is here, and if she was here, what did she want? Unless she's still there, then that'll be pretty clean. Other than that, we want the power of whatever power is there, but I'm guessing if a dragon's guarding it, or a dragon has it, she won't be likely to give it up. So, do we really want to try and fight this thing?
Not really.
Especially if it doesn't have beef with us. I'd rather not make another enemy.
Right? How silly is that? Like, we very rarely come across dragons, but I'm like, what if we didn't fight the dragon, guys?
Right. It feels weird when we're like going and provoking it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I will say we could always ask the dragon. It's like, we don't have any riches to give you. Is there anything you do want that we could get you?
I'm
Genie
open to that.
lamp!
Another fucking no!
I mean,
fuck you! Bye.
The genie lamp is in a glass bottle. It is kind of in that along that line.
What if we
of,
just said, hey, homie, I can tell you where a genie lamp is, and just watch? Let's just watch.
Wait in the bush.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to put that in the world. I think I trust Maz more than a dragon.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Dragons. Actually, just kidding. No.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, dragons
The
just
dragon would
showed up
get it
here
and be like, I wish I had a second me.
with
Right?
another horde. I mean, but listen.
No.
We know that
Yes.
very old things tend to be very full of themselves.
Yep.
They tend to be very powerful.
Yep.
And, well, generally speaking, everyone we run across doesn't seem to like or respect us. So keep that in mind.
Hey, all the people in the town seem to like you guys.
That's true. The townsfolk were very nice.
Caspian is pretty rad. Caspian was straight up like, "Hey, you guys cool?"
Look, I don't think Caspian respects nobody though.
You guys are probably gonna die, but you know, I'm willing to.
Caspian's a cat. I think he's rad.
Hey, Caspian, how far of a fall can a lynx survive?
Don't.
Not very far.
All right, well, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Quietly, don't.
I'm gonna keep my distance a bit more. But hey, guys, if I see you use those potions, I'm gonna expect that you are gonna slay that dragon or get some of that horde for me.
Oh, we could just be dead if we end up using them.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case.
It's same. I mean, same.
Also, I'm up here now. Am I gonna get back down?
Yeah.
I have to go down the avalanche side. So yeah, I sure hope you guys are able to either talk or fight your way out of this.
My bad on the fart.
Caspian, please
I
be
do
careful.
have. How far away is the dragon from here, Caspian?
I'd say about another hour. About another hour more to get to the top.
I do have one other thing that we might want to consider using. Remember that traveling potion vendor?
Mm.
If we use it, it lasts for an hour, and we could send one person to go scout out exactly what's there. We can have a full idea of what we're getting ourselves into.
How many of those do you have? Just the one?
Just the one. I've been not sure when to use it, but I mean, we have the element of surprise on our side right now.
So much better than invisibility.
We'll drop the
The spell is up to 8 hours. The potion is only 1 hour.
The affected creature gains the effect of etherealness spell for 1 hour.
Oh, gotcha.
So, well, what do we think?
I think we nominate someone to be our burglar.
Or
I could
we
do it.
want-
There's more way I could contribute.
I don't trust
No.
you for a second.
I don't think. Richard, could I do a roll to see whether a dragon would be able to see into the ethereal plane?
Yeah, you're kind of going off of the same legend lore that Rain is, but sure.
Oof.
No
Yeah.
fucking idea.
That's I accept that answer. But
We
it's
should have brought the bard.
it's the Lord of the Rings thing, right? It just you kind of slip past everything and you can see what's there.
You're technically on a different plane, I believe, so...
Mm-hmm.
So, like, even True Sight wouldn't be able to see it, I don't think.
I can't remember. I'm trying.
Because you might not know about dragons, but if you're just thinking about what could it possibly have, True Sight's like the best being able to see thing there is.
I'm not trying to metagame it too much, and I know everything's a little different, but yeah. So we could use it if we think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Can we have somebody
Uh,
hang back and wait for like a keyword or something?
I mean,
I will let you do an Arcana real quick, Anwar.
and for the record,
I defer to Rain.
Okay?
Yeah.
for
Okay.
the record, I was just gonna say Hunter is already a scout. He's the obvious choice here.
Do I know about True Sight as a thing?
You know about True Sight as a thing, and you do know that True Sight can see into the ethereal plane. You have no idea if the dragon sees it or not.
I'll
Yeah.
mention that to the group. So it's about the same as using invisibility.
Fucking
I-
balls.
I don't know.
It specifically says can see into the ethereal plane.
That's what I thought.
for true sight. That's if it has it. Like, you're just thinking about like what's the most it could possibly have, so you know that there is a chance. You don't know if a dragon actually has true sight, though.
I would say if we don't know and if we're not sure, let's save it. Keep it in mind for the next suicide mission we do. But so,
I was thinking the Loxodon temple, honestly.
oh yeah, that'd be good too.
Mm.
Honestly, if
Yeah, because then I just have to worry about getting out.
well, if I win, I could teleport out,
Oh, there's that.
or echo out.
By that point, we might be.
I was
able
about to say I could even run
Yeah.
in there and scout the thing without actually going in.
Actually, I'll do you one better. If we're the next level by that point, word of recall. Voop.
I'll do you one worse. I'll be sneaky and hope I don't roll a 1.
All right, we'll save that for the other thing then.
Yeah.
Right.
Back to the
So-
drawing board.
Let's go talk to the dragon.
Oh God.
We're
When you
talking
say it like
to
that,
a
it's like-
dragon. We're talking
Oh.
to a dragon.
Everybody, let's remember to be humble, right?
Fuck no.
I messaged
What are
the
you
dragon. Prepare.
Oh God.
I quit.
Come here, just steps off the edge.
It's the equivalent of what just walk into the ocean is I just walk off the cliff.
Oh man.
I just need to look something up real
Alright.
quick.
So we're gonna go and try to make nice with the dragon. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, this is gonna go well.
You'll be fine,
everyone.
Rain. You'll be fine.
Let me
I
walk
died
in.
in one hit, everyone.
Then don't get hit.
Listen, I'll protect you. I can protect you right now.
You start to walk up so high into the mountain that you're basically walking into the clouds. Effectively, a chilly fog lightly obscures the land, and freezing precipitation falls as well. Let's see. That will impede
I
your
feel that in
vision
my
a bit.
bones.
I think that limits your vision to like 60 feet or so. And it could potentially have an effect on ranged attacks.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright, so yep, that's all happening right now as you get further and further. So yeah, it gets to the point where it's like so hazy it's hard to see any more than 60 feet in front of you. What do you guys want to do? You guys want to keep on going till you potentially get within 60 feet of a dragon?
Do we have anything that can cut through this?
What if we just announce our presence? What if we're not just like, oh, we're walking through. Oh no, we stumbled upon a dragon.
Just yelling out that we seek an audience.
I mean, we might get eaten either way.
So where are we right now? We're just standing in the fog.
Yeah, as you're working your way up higher and higher towards the... Essentially, you're headed towards the mountain peak, it seems.
One thing I would like to do, Richard,
Mm-hmm.
is if people just think this would be just a good way to hedge bets, I can death ward just everybody before we go in there.
I got a big mouth. I'm gonna need that.
All right.
Do you have enough spell slots for everyone?
Yep. I would
I'd-
say Kamira already kind of has the equivalent thing.
Yeah.
So
Do we want? I can send the echo.
To look, we can hang out here, and the echo can go gallivanting and figure out where the thing is. And
That-
once we got a beat on it, we can.
sure, mine was more about dragon facing than the blizzard, which I guess
Right,
is
I
one
understand
I guess
that.
that's one and the same. But
Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to give the spell slots, it's expensive, but like,
so
think-
even with that, I still have both my 5s, a 3, and all my 1s.
I say for sure, give it to you and Rain.
Yeah, which is only 1 cost for me, because I get to double one of them basically.
Mm-hmm.
I can use one of my 5th level slots to give 3 of us Intellect Fortress.
Hmm.
That's advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Hmm.
All right, so for the time being, Rain, you and I are death warded.
Okay.
And if other people are like, please me too, then we'll do that. But for now, it's you and me.
Can I want to bring
Was it-
my echo out regardless.
Wasn't Hunter saying yes, please me?
Well, that's fine. I'll
I mean, no, I got you. No, if you want it, Andrew, I got you.
we'll listen at batches of 2.
No,
No.
it's not a concentration. And I get to do one of my abjuration spells. I get once per day one of my abjuration spells can reflect back on me. So that's why it's basically a freebie for me the first time I cast. It was a thing Richard gave
God.
me.
Okay.
But I'll get you too.
I appreciate that.
Let's see. Also,
Am I-
Richard, I forgot. I'm gonna top myself off after that last blizzard hit.
Okay.
Am I doing Intellect Fortress on?
Isn't that concentration?
It is, but it's 3 of us that get advantages on intelligence, wisdom, charisma. I don't know if we necessarily need it because I feel like in a fight with a dragon, it would probably be a lot of con or dex saves.
I think it
But I
would
don't know.
too, but if it is scary, it might have a fear effect.
That's what I was thinking, or even a charm.
I would say give it to the 3 people that may need to charge forward.
Okay, so Hunter, Chimera. I don't know. Does Anwar or Adra usually go forward?
I'm mid distance to be on more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Intellect Fortress on you 3.
We've officially got all the grounds covered. We got 3 forwards, a midfielder, and then Rain in the back with range. Is how we
Definitely.
Rain for
definitely-
range.
Oh, and resistance to psychic. Not that you'll benefit.
Unless it has psychic
Don't say that.
breath,
Don't say that.
which would be
Don't-
what, a
don't put that
purple?
in the
I don't know
world.
what that would be. That'd be a translucent dragon, like the
Yes.
atomic purple Game Boy Color.
So is the echo going forward?
I agree.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind.
All right, Chimera, you send out your echo. And that can go out to 1,000 feet. How far
Yep.
can it go?
1,000.
Okay. Do you guys just kind of follow behind as it like goes forward, so that way you can keep on having it go out at, like as it's moving?
Yeah, I guess so.
Somebody gonna need to hold my hand.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you probably need 2 people holding your hand. So yeah,
I can just.
so you
I'll do another fireman's carry.
You're not going to carry me like that. It's not nice, and it hurts my ribcage.
How would you like me to carry you?
Just walk with me, for Christ's sake.
Very well.
So your echo walks and walks and walks until eventually you see that it is walking up over a ridge, and then it starts going down as if kind of in like volcano shape, where it kind of like you go up and then you can go like into the volcano a little bit. It's kind of like inside a little crater shaped kind of what's the opposite of a dome? Not a
I really
Bowl?
want to call it a caldera, but I don't think that's it. I think that's volcano lava.
That's like
specific.
it's like the impact of a. Right?
yeah. Well, in any
Large
case, you go.
depression formed when a volcano erupts.
Yeah, it's
Right.
kind of a it's kind of like that. So you kind of go up over this ridge and then down, and as you keep on going down, eventually the echo realizes that you are walking over a completely frozen lake, like just over a thin thing of snow. There, you can tell it is like solid ice beneath the feet, and you keep on walking and walking and walking. And then eventually through the fog, what you see is like nothing but fog, and then just a dragon head just appears right into this. Hello.
Actually, you know what? I feel like if it just emerged, like Kamir screams. That's a surprise.
So the dragon hears a scream happening 1,000 feet away.
You mean?
We humbly request an audience.
Come closer.
Yeah. Is there a temple we could do this in?
Can I speak through my fucking avatar?
You can. No, you can't do that.
Damn. Can I?
It's just gonna do a little, and your echo is gone.
Oh God! Yeah, it's gone. It's super fucking gone.
It did like the tiniest little cold breath. And just whoosh.
So it killed me. And as we're here, obviously. If we go down in there, it's like a giant frozen lake, and then it's just there, kind of menacing. But it definitely knows that I am here.
And it let me just give you a little visual for you there.
Oh.
God.
All right,
I'll
dibs on its hide. I want to do
Start
something.
walking forward, I guess. It already fucking knows I'm here.
We all go forward.
All right, you
No,
all
just
go
come here.
forward, and this is when Hunter yells out he wants an audience.
Yeah.
Yelling out that you seek an audience.
Humbly.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
The dragon will just say, "Let me get a better look at you," and just you feel a gust of wind hit you as it blows all the fog away, and then there you see it before you as you're walking up, just like less than 100 feet away. It's like, "Come closer."
That's a
Yeah.
dragon.
I'll approach.
What can I do you for, little one?
Sorry. Yeah. Try to keep my composure. I've never seen something like this before.
I would say this thing is like, it is clearly gargantuan sized. You could easily fit in its mouth or in one of its claws. This thing is gigantic. Just to give you in terms of squares, it takes up
All
8 by 8 squares.
Why do you have a battle map ready?
I don't know, just in case. I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
I stab it.
we humbly offer this links for you.
The lynx is like, "Keep me out of this." The lynx is like, the lynx is a quarter mile back. The lynx, we'll say the lynx is about 120 feet behind.
He will be a most valuable companion.
There's a temple we've been sent to check out. We're kind of on a quest. I don't think this is the temple. So
So you're not here to try to kill me?
No.
Oh, that's really too bad. I haven't had some fun in a while.
no, man, you made a lot of pretty corpses. Respect.
Well, then that must mean you have something to offer me. Please do tell what you have to offer.
You have 5 able bodies and your imagination. That didn't sound right. Work. We could.
I
we
thought you
could-
weren't the bard.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't all right. Heads out of the gutter, guys. I'm sure that you have so many trinkets, and I'm sure anyone who wants a favor comes through with a handful of trinkets. But we can reach outside of these realms. We can do stuff on the ground that you may not want to. So that's an offering. We are in your service.
So you came empty-handed.
No, more of a blank check, really.
I have no use for blank checks. I have no use for you being out on the ground unless you are fetching me pretty things. Things that are silvery, white, or clear.
Mm-hmm. Have you met a Goliath lady recently?
Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Man, I really want to bullshit right now, but that is the worst idea.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Again, trying to get my composure, guys. We'd be glad to collect you some stuff. We didn't bring anything with us, but now we know the stuff to look out for.
That's
Go ahead and roll a persuasion, just for like interesting it enough that it's not gonna just like kill you right now. See if like your whole attention.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Before we make any rash decisions, we're very capable adventurers. We have no interest in beefing with you, but we can find things, we can do things, we can get things.
Okay, you're telling me what you can do for me, but what do you want?
Oh, I do have some questions. I have a rackload of questions, I suppose.
A rackload of questions means a rackload of treasure.
How about this? Amar's gonna root around in his bag, and he's gonna pull out. I don't think we've used this for anything yet. Not a rope.
Just a rope.
We got this
Ooh.
a while ago. It's like, this is diamonds, and it's clear, and it looks like snow. So in a way, it's like three things.
Smart boy.
That's nice. I do have some of that I can add to my collection. I guess I could answer a little question for that.
We're looking for someone. I believe her name is. She's known as the Icewind Dahlia, or Nora. Has she seen you, or have you seen her, rather? And Anwar's gonna like go up and like sit down the powdered
Quicker than you can imagine. Brings a claw out, drags it back to collect underneath her as she's kind of laying down. This amount is not enough to say whether I've seen her or not. I will say that if somebody were to give me a hefty amount of diamonds, that I could be persuaded to not reveal whether I saw them or not.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And this is such a small offering compared to what I have received before.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah.
Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
What do you want else that's out there?
I don't know. I guess magical items of the aesthetic that I described. I already have plenty of other things, but please, I will not refuse anything should you deliver me more platinum or white gold or silver or anything else that fits my aesthetic.
Well, okay, so what if we were to make a trade of sorts? We're looking for certain people, as you've already picked up on, but we're also looking for a certain source of power that is rumored to be around here. If you were to let us pass and go search for said person and search for said source of power, we would be willing to give you something worthy of your magnificence, something that matches all your criteria and more.
So you just want me to look the other way. That's all you want.
If we can go into this temple and conduct our search, and
What
and if you
temple?
were to
There's an ancient elven temple out here that we were sent to investigate.
Oh, such an ancient temple. With such power, as you say? Sounds like it would cost a hefty price in order for the location of said temple to be revealed. But if you just want me to look the other way, maybe I could spare your lives and let it pass for some other offering that's a little bit better than just this powder. And the promise of delivering more later.
We could
Because
send some
otherwise, I
gilded
could just kill you
fools.
and take everything you have on you.
Tell you what, we could send you throngs of gilded fools to die at your feet. Could drop rumors of gold that you leave unattended out here. Send a bunch of dipshits out here. Easy for you to take down. Loaded to the gills with more trinkets.
Roll a persuasion. If you promise to do this for me and leave something of higher value for me now, I promise to look the other way.
Oh, I can't give him up though. I made a promise.
what are you talking about?
The moonish blade.
Ooh,
Oh.
that is
Ooh.
very silvery.
And very much not fulfilling what that blade asked you to do.
Yeah, I made an agreement with him.
That
Well-
is a very rare item. That is worth a good amount.
Perhaps until you like for sure want to do that, just keep him in your pocket.
Oh
Like
yeah.
don't even pull him out.
You
yeah.
hand him over, and just in the back of your mind, you just hear, a dragon? A f***ing dragon? And just-
Oh.
In exchange for information on the Goliath and the location of the temple, we are prepared to offer you, and Anwar is going to produce the
Azer.
small statuette of a bronze, now pristine pearl white dragon statue.
It's so tiny. What? No.
Yes. But it can come to life.
Okay, I'm listening.
And Anwar is going to whisper the words of Azer.
You say Azer, and a wormling brass dragon appears.
I forgot about the word.
And it immediately looks up at an ancient white dragon. It's just like, ah!
Same.
And
It
I'm
hasn't
gonna.
been used since like session 4.
Bad caretakers.
I am going to roll a claw attack real quick.
Oh shit.
That's gonna hit. Can you pull up the stats on this guy?
Yeah, I don't even know if I have them. Let me see. I think I've been using. What did you say it was? A wormling?
Yeah, it's a. I'm pretty sure it's a wormling.
I just because bronze griffin was the closest thing. There's a red dragon wormling,
Yeah, it's a brass dragon wormling.
a brass dragon wormling. Yeah, let's see. So, well, let's see. Do you think it beat its armor class first off?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, a brass dragon wormling has 16 hit points,
Oh, buddy.
but it looks really cool. And is he white when he comes out, or is just a statue form white?
Just his statue is white. It still turns into a brass dragon.
Well,
So, what was I gonna say? The closet with one, and the little brass dragon's like, ah! Gets like scratched up real big. Starts to try to fly away. It's gonna attack it with its bite.
Funny to me.
it's kind of fucked up. We haven't summoned it for like 2 years.
And you're just like, take him.
I thought there might be some kinship there, but I guess not.
I did too.
Bites it, spits it out, and it's a little figurine again.
Oh, well,
That was fun, right?
you can summon him again in 1 week.
It's oh, really?
But someone as powerful as you could probably summon him more times, I can only assume.
Want to roll deception on that?
Yeah, sure.
This is the one nat 20 you need. Wow.
I'm a little disappointed in the color of it when it comes to life,
It's racist.
but I will keep this and look the other way. But is it worth me giving such a valuable secret? No.
Think of all of the hours of amusement you could have, though.
Oh yes, you have amused, and so you may leave me killing you. But please do follow on your promise to bring more weary people my way.
Sure.
So are you gonna tell us where the temple is and where?
No!
We have one diamond.
Okay. All right. So we're basically just bribing you to not kill us. Is what's happening.
And she's already taken your stuff too. She's taken the diamond, the powdered diamond. She's taken the dragon figurine.
I have.
This is a really fancy way to get around being over encumbered, though. Here you go, dragon. While you're at it, here's a crowbar.
That's my crowbar. Oh,
We ain't got shit, y'all. Have a
dude.
go.
It would be suicide to offer him my sword that I can teleport back to me, right? That's trouble, right?
I have.
What?
a-
Potentially, but then there's also the argument of like, if it's just gonna end up in his hoard, who's gonna know?
I have
but don't,
a
but
rain
don't.
catcher and a signal whistle.
Right? I was about to say I have a signal whistle.
Actually,
and
okay.
a gun.
Actually, Richard,
Mm-hmm.
Audra will hold forth. I don't remember why I have this, why I made it, but I can offer another unique item in the fancy like war mask of the becoming that I made. Because when I offered that thing forward, old dragon here has definitely never, I would assume, never seen that visage before, and is gonna be like, who's that? You know what I mean? Like it's unique.
Yeah, it doesn't have any magical properties, right? It's just a mask.
It's a very fancy mask.
Made of what?
Whatever I made it of at the time, I
It's
don't
probably
remember.
probably silver or something.
Yeah.
I will gladly accept this. What would you like in exchange? It will not be. I'm sure it's worth a few gold. If I were to give
Let me.
the information you're looking for, I believe the price would be in the range of 1,000 platinum.
Oh.
That would be comparable to the last time I gave this information.
Who in the world was able to give you that?
I can't say.
Darn. I was hoping to trick her.
The world's largest caldera is 93 miles in diameter.
What?
I said the world's largest caldera is 93
Oh.
miles in diameter.
We offer Snapple
That's-
facts. Richard, I was thinking the mask. I didn't necessarily want a one-to-one exchange with that, but just to add to the gift pile. You know. just
Oh,
to-
well, thank you. I'll gladly
try-
accept
to
it.
try to keep currying this favor as we hand stuff over. You know.
I
combine that with
don't
something
think we're
else.
getting there.
We're not going to get anywhere close. But did they very nicely agree to not murder us? Like,
Yep.
like we could go look for the temple.
Yeah, go
but
have
it's not
fun.
gonna help us. Oh, great. Insight check.
Go for it.
Nope, not 1d220.
Insight. She seems to be somewhat amused and like good luck finding it without my help. And also, I would say, also a little bit of like a little sternness in her eye. Like, if you guys try to fuck me, if you guys like want to turn this into a fight, I will fuck you up. But she is saying like, yeah, as long as you're not fucking me over, you guys go have your fun. You're amusing me.
I think we got our. I think we should go, guys. I think this is the best. Unless we want to start giving them legendary items. Got a quill. Got a captain's signet ring.
What color is the chisel?
Black.
Shit!
Andrew,
Yeah.
It's got true sight. It fucking knows what you.
that sword, what is it? Is it a very rare or a legendary that you're currently holding?
Oh, you know, my pack blade, it's just my beer, but like.
No, the other one, the sentient
Well, the other one?
Yeah.
I know it's like a minor version of a legendary item.
I
you can
nerfed it
still-
a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what. But the original is legendary, so I would say that in the back of your mind, when you're talking about like 1,000 platinum worth of stuff or 10,000 gold worth of stuff, it seems like that's a possibility with everything else you've thrown in. Maybe with the right persuasion, maybe you could do it with that.
I'm sure I could, but I can't do that. I cannot do that. It's a sentient being that I swore I would return to a worthy wielder, and I'm gonna toss it into a dragon's hoard forever to a dragon we're not gonna rip off and steal from later?
Hey, listen, I threw a sentient being to him like 5 minutes ago.
It's true.
I'm over it.
Jesus.
You're built different. I don't know what to say.
I am built different.
But consider this though: that dragon hasn't seen the light of day in years. Or
Yeah,
months.
I
Yeah,
guess we don't know how
It's
the how the
marginally
time,
better.
yeah, I guess we don't know how time works for that thing.
Unless it only experiences existence when it's summoned, in which case
I know.
it'll just be summoned, killed
How
immediately.
Right,
awful!
it
It
was-
just like rolled up, and it's like, oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah, it was like a forest encounter last time we used it. It was like, oh, this is lovely, and then it blinked, and it was like, ah, like. I would say it's life flashed before its eyes, but it's only ever had flashes. So like,
It would make like a really good house pet though. Like just like it would wake up and be like, oh look, I'm just gonna curl up in front of the fire, not like, oh god, there's a dragon.
Yeah, once
Yeah, I
it's
was
unpacked
thinking-
this trauma.
I was thinking we could have given it to the Rune Knights too, but
I mean, aside from the other sentient item, that was probably the most worthwhile thing that nobody's using.
Yeah.
What color are your tower shields?
Like black, I
Damn
think.
it. What's with your aesthetic? Why is it the opposite?
Listen, Azair, the bronze griffin was a very rare item.
Uh-huh.
A rare item, not a very rare, but
Yep, it was a rare item. It bought you its indifference. It's not gonna kill you now. Like, yeah, that was a huge step.
We're safe with this indifference. That's good.
it
That's
sounds
good.
like we have no other choice but to give over the sentient item.
Yeah.
Or unless you want to try looking for it for yourself, you might have some means to try to do that. I don't know. Or you.
Yeah, are we still standing on like the frozen portion of this like Caldera Lake thing?
Yep.
Or we just
I'm
leave.
assuming it's covered in snow, but like if like it's brushed away, is it like deep, dark, and murky, or can you see down there? Is it
No,
like glacial waters where it's like, oh wow?
No, it's not perfectly clear. It is all murky and stuff, and it's hard to see below the thick ice.
I set my echo in. I don't
You wanna
think
do
I
that?
can. I think it might die of cold damage immediately.
It dies of frostbite immediately.
Yeah. It's probably what would happen. It's probably what should have happened the last time too, but I let you have it.
Oh man.
Well, we can take our chances. Let's go look for the temple and look for the Dahlia. And all we've done is lost a powdered diamond, a sentient dragon friend who used to live with one monster and now lives with a much worse, much more powerful monster.
If
This is gonna
if I
kill it.
give the Moonish Blade over, we have to go rescue it, which is the thing. And none of us want to beef with this dragon, right?
Does the Moonish Blade know your address?
It knows my heart.
I'm just gonna say, like, we've kicked over way worse people that are real people and not swords.
Racist swords that only want to help elves.
Yes, that are murderous. Like, we can't take away my comfort character.
So cut to the finale when we align ourselves with this amazing like Messiah elf who then gets slain when the dragon rolls in with the sword and cuts her down.
That's
I
a
should just-
problem.
Total anime betrayal.
Let's go. Let's go look for the temple.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
Alrighty, have fun.
Have a wonderful day.
I should have given it to the Fey King when I had a chance, and then it wouldn't even be an option.
Is this not like better than a faking though? How many times are you gonna see a dragon in your lifetime?
Probably at least twice because we'll likely end up coming back over here.
What's the promise? To give it to someone powerful?
To a powerful, someone worthy, who would forward the elven, like the elven people.
It's already stuck in the ground for thousands of years.
He wants to be given to another racist elf.
What if we like gave it over as like collateral? We're like, you can hold on to this, but like, what if we find something dope in this temple? Maybe we can do tradesies.
We're going to
However, if
find-
it's not nearly as good or comparable, or if we need that item,
We're going and looking for a elf temple now. There's probably going to be some like Crusader of the Last Ark down there. We'll give it to him.
or we can send him towards the dragon who might have the sword.
Or we could throw it away because this guy's clearly racist and we don't need sentient items in our lives.
Let's go look.
I can change him, okay? I can change him.
I imagine sentient items are also like Chat GPT, where it's like, is it sentient or is it just mimicking
Ooh.
sentience?
Yeah.
That
Oh, that's scary.
are sentient items AI?
Now I want to get rid of it even more. So great.
I think it's
Speaking of
something.
dirt.
I think it's something you can't possibly know, but it's a question people have: Are sentient items truly alive or not, or do they just mimic it very well?
To look, can I just like maybe keep a bead on the dragon? Not in a like this fucker's gonna kill me kind of way, but is there
Mhm.
like a particular zone? Dragon is like, I'm not looking over there because that's gonna clue them in, or like
You can roll an insight on the dragon.
tight. Just love inciting dragons. Come on, Chimera. Nope.
It's
Fuck you.
it's keeping its eyes on you. It's just kind of like
Hmm.
just intrigued by you.
The
Doesn't
temple's
get
on the inside. It's a feeling.
doesn't get the the amusement of people that often, especially ones that don't actually want to kill it. So it's just kind of watching.
Now, if you're going to insight dragons, I'm going to roll this. To imagine dragons.
Okay, you can't imagine them. There's one so up in your face you can't possibly imagine them.
Sorry, it's a long walk, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's about right.
I gift you with art.
I drew this for you. It's you. All right, let's find this temple. Right.
Yeah. I still fucking water.
Since I let you use your echo before, I feel like that's canon now. So I feel like you can use your echo and it's immune to like regional effects. Just if it gets hurt, then it's gonna vanish.
Right. Okay, that's fair. Thank you.
Because it is like acclimated to like it's another you walking around. So,
Yeah.
Since you've got your cold weather gear, I
But if
might
you
have
were
it
to,
roll a. Sorry, go ahead.
It's a pretty good.
If you were to like echo into like lava, though.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
die right away.
Yeah, no, it's dead.
Yeah.
In that case, I definitely want her around just in case the dragon changes his fucking mind.
Okay.
Or in case I like fall
Well,
through the ice.
if you guys want to go looking for it, where do you look?
I guess we follow the map as best we can. Go to the peak, right?
You're at the peak.
Probably under the ice for all we know.
Right, that's what I'm
Anyone-
saying. Like it's under there.
Does anyone have
if-
detect magic?
Yeah, I can do my wand again.
Yeah, I have my one a day, so Rain, it's you.
What if the temple's inside the dragon?
The dragon is the temple.
The dragon is the temple.
Detect magic.
Range of 30 feet. You don't detect anything.
I figured. I sense nothing.
Other than what's on you guys. And what
man,
you get.
Does the
And the
dragon
ma-
just see us light up with magic goods?
He doesn't see it. Rain sees it.
Oh, okay, good.
The only magic you see that the dragon has is the little dragon figurine you just gave it.
The dragon's not magical at all.
I mean, I guess the dragon is magical, but it's not a magical item. I guess it's not about just items. Yeah, I guess the dragon lights up.
Just to make sure, the dragon's not an illusion, right?
Nope.
Okay.
It killed Azair.
There are illusion spells that can attack.
I'll do an investigation check, looking around the ice and any. I'll try and do like see any temples or masonry or any kind of clues of structure here.
Okay, go for it.
Like, are we on a frozen lake?
Yep, you're on a frozen lake right now. I'll bring
Like
you
the
over.
little divot inside of the volcano is frozen over.
I'll bring you over to a screen.
Oh God.
I didn't really know where to put you, so I just kind of randomly scattered you around. But yeah, this is the general area you're at. He has blown away.
Try that again, darling.
Can I help?
27.
27. So similarly to how, like, if you dig some dirt and then, like, you bury it back over, you can kind of see that an area has been disturbed. You see a block of the ice, that seems to be, like, right near the dragon's claws. That seems to be like it was dug out and then, like, cold breathed, like, freezed over again. Like, the area looks like it is disturbed in some way.
He's sitting
said-
on it.
Under the dragon? Is that
It's just there's an area underneath the dragon, or, like, just right near underneath the dragon, that it seems to be the ice has been disturbed. Like, it's been dug out and then refilled.
You
I
think the
guess-
dragon would move if we were like, excuse me? And you
I
shuffle
guess-
like 10 feet to the left.
Per our agreement, allowing us to look around, would you allow me to look under your claw, please?
That requires effort on my part.
What if we had
What
I
else
will
do-
go
what else-
big and lift the cloth for her?
What else do you have?
Patience, apparently.
This is my little personal bubble here. I'd appreciate it that you not.
Right, you're right.
That's fair.
When you're right, you're right. We did just climb a crazy cold mountain. We've been walking for days. Sorry if I'm a little testy.
I'm kind of feeling it. Artem.
I am too at this point.
This-
He's literally sitting on it. There's no way we get into the temple without it at this point.
So we're guessing the temple's under you. So, solved your riddle. Can we check it out, please?
I'm not moving.
I can try to send the echo down there to see if it survives.
Oh, is it frozen solid, or is there like a water that you can swim in?
It could be hollow for all I know. I just know that there's something in there.
Let's try the echo first.
I'm gonna try to see the space under the dragon, and whether that involves me like a foot away, like
I'll say that it's still, like, really thick frozen ice there. You can't see, like, under the ice.
No.
I will say the lake is quite large.
You can look around for other entrances, perhaps.
We get in that water.
We
we'll
could
get
break the
hypothermia.
ice over here. I could jump in and then have an echo outside with me at all times. So when I'm about to die from hypothermia, I can bamf out.
And then be cold and wet
Yes.
in the icy air.
Yep.
I do have a swim speed.
We all technically have a swim speed.
No,
Don't
she
matter
really
if
has
you're
swim
freezing to
speed.
death. No,
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're also cold resistant.
I also have
I
I
Misty
will
Step.
say, I will say, if you're cold resistant, the regional effects will not take effect.
Actually, I do have something for that. Rain, if you were to get under the ice and start swimming, because you also have water breathing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I have way to keep
Hey.
you warm.
Hey.
Hmm.
You could go check out underwater.
Hey, that's awesome.
I'm just gonna do it just because I can roll for it. While we're kind of muttering over this, Richard, I'm just gonna kind of play with our holy symbol a bit and just like, all right, becoming. If there's some way you can non-violently have this thing move and get us down there, would be appreciated. We really don't have to fight. We really don't want to have to fight it. If you could, intervene somehow, it would be nice. But I have to roll a 10 or less, so never mind.
Jesus.
You keep doing you.
So I can give you resistance without you drinking your potion cold. And
She
if
doesn't-
we can get
And she
Sorry.
has the dark vision, so
Yeah, I think he'll just say like, I can't help you out here, but I don't understand why you need to dig underneath the dragon to get under the lake.
Do you suggest another way?
Further down, we could probably try to find a cave that leads inside, which would technically be under the lake. If we found like a lava tube.
I thought also we could just break through, depending on how many feet of ice it is.
Yeah, that too.
And we could be here a while, but maybe, yeah.
Another option, though, are we saying that no fire is allowed here?
Like quick fires would be put out, but if you want to do like a big fireball or something, like there's like it'll have some effect.
You're just gonna press your just burning hands for an hour against the lake?
No,
Fire-
I have something better.
Fire going against ice won't like immediately melt ice.
Right, but you could.
So I would need something that has
Slowly.
reliable damage, takes a bonus action to cast, and lasts for at least 10 minutes. Which I do.
if
With the reach of the blaze, Anwar can create a blade of fire.
Okay.
For 10 minutes, he can stab into the ice and cut a hole through, one large enough for rain to go into. This is exactly what Flame Blade is for.
That's it.
Yeah, I would say create bonfire that gets extinguished really quick.
I mean, it's a
But-
5-foot bonfire. That's like
Yeah, but
And-
there's things in here literally describing that it would put out bonfires.
okay.
And thanks to the fire rune etched into my armor from Blaze, the Rune Knight, when you roll fire damage for a spell you cast, you can re-roll any one on the fire damage dice. So it is an even more powerful version of Flame Blade for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Nice. And I will say, just to help, like, as that path is being cleared too, I'm gonna say, because now I can do it, a couple times. I'm gonna say Big Audra is there, just like helping to like, as you're cutting away, she's like grabbing and pulling up chunks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Where
I
do you
guess we
guys
find
do
an
this?
area that's
Like
not
on
in
the?
front of the dragon.
Yeah, we go like.
You want
around
to do
the
it like
corner.
behind a rock or something?
Yeah.
Listen,
Like,
if
okay.
he
somewhere-
can't bother to be moved, we could go like 5 feet behind him. And he would.
No, let's not do that close. Let's do it like way over here where there's a rock or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think while they're doing that, I want to make some small talk with the dragon.
Okay.
Just
Oh, there it is.
some awkward silence and then. So you hear about this empire business? Whew, man, they're tearing things up.
I
you
hear
up on
little
current events?
things. They don't really concern me too much.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not. You're up here in your tower. You're good to go.
I have not really noticed a difference in my circumstances since the Empire came around some 500 years ago. Or sorry, no, like 200 years ago.
What was it like before that? I mean, you've got to have seen so much. How
Like
old are you?
I should be 2100 next year.
21.
Oh,
man,
drinking
happy
age.
birthday.
Well, thank you. I can't say what it was like before, after it was like this.
Yeah. You don't get out too far then?
I
don't
get out
see
a little bit every now and then when I'm feeling hungry for a certain sizable meal, like a mammoth or something.
But you stay pretty local then, huh? You don't see much of the world?
No, this is my home. As you guys are doing this, you're effectively getting in there. And this, so your friends are going to look under the lake then?
Yeah. Yep. Looking under the ice.
Well, I didn't tell you to look there.
Yeah. I know.
I know. So I don't want you saying that I did. So you were able to cut through there, and you were able to cast protection from energy on Rain, and Rain, you can dive down in there.
I imagine
Yep.
the flame blade is kind of like Attack of the Clones. No, Phantom Menace, like
Phantom
cutting
Menace,
through-
yeah.
just
Door.
cutting through like big big chunks of ice that Audra just like picks up and moves, and we slowly get our Minecraft our way through.
So Hunter, sweet talking the dragon. You guys are doing that. Rain's about to hop in. Kamira, are you doing anything right
Doing great.
now?
I
Everyone.
imagine that the protection from energy is a
Mhm.
form of primordial, like rune, kind of like manipulating the elements. So like this kind of big red primordial symbol, like kind of emblazons itself
Mhm.
on rain. So now you are quite warm, or I guess not unfreezing anymore.
Mhm.
And Amar's going to say, you have an hour, so don't take too much time.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna be a super mom. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be a super mom and try to do my best to make sure that Rain has warm clothes to get to when she gets out.
I was
Aw.
gonna say she takes off her cold weather gear.
Like if I
and
can
like
take the cat pelt
Mhm.
and prep that as much as I possibly can with any like scrap leather to like make sure it's usable when she gets out. I think.
And I've got
Uh,
soap and candles. You could use the wax to water seal.
Give me a while Rain's going down there. Go ahead and give me a leather tools check.
What is that? Is that just a D20?
It's not really your strength or your con, so it's probably a dex or intelligence or wisdom.
I'm gonna
I
look
would-
at dexterity because
Get
that's
to
the
roll
one
with your
with the one in it.
With proficiency.
Yeah.
Efficiency. That's great. That's great. That's great.
All right. Yeah, you get to work on something that'll be nice and for her when she's back.
she'll
You
need that.
where do you make this? Within sight of within the dragon's eyesight or not?
I think we were all like.
I
see
was
this
about
big
to
I don't
block
know.
say-
right here?
Okay.
I think the like her initial intention going over there was like, yeah, I'm gonna help, but then like Audra goes big, and it's like there's not space for in there for me to help, so she just kind of starts like she takes a spot and starts working.
Okay. All right. So Rain, you take all your main stuff off, and then you're still feeling like kind of warm and okay thanks to this spell, and you dive down in there. It takes a while for you diving down. Maybe we'll say like 5 minutes or so. It is a deep, deep hole in here. But eventually, you do see an underwater temple with elven design on it.
How deep is it from the surface?
Gosh, I mean, you don't have a swim speed, right? It's just.
I do. No.
Oh, okay, you do 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean for
5
I would
minutes?
say that's okay. Maybe with D&D speed, maybe that doesn't work.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because that'd be
Um,
like the base of the mountain.
Well, it shouldn't be that deep. Let's see, 30. 30 for every 6 seconds. I guess 60 if you were dashing.
It would be 30 times 300, so that's 9,000 feet. That's 2 miles.
Okay, yeah,
deep.
yeah. Okay, so not that. But also, how can you swim 9,000 feet in 5 minutes? That's insane.
She's
You
perfect.
She has a
Like-
swimsuit. She's a fish.
We'll call it 1 minute then. 1 minute down, which is 6
Swimming
seconds.
like an
So
angry
that's
fucking
10.
like great white.
600
that's-
feet.
Yeah, 10 times.
Right? No. 30 times 10 is 300 feet.
300 feet.
Okay.
We'll call it 300 feet down.
Still pretty huge. That's a huge, larger than any pool.
Damn it. Okay.
Great white shark can swim up to 12 miles an hour.
To be clear, the world's deepest swimming pool is 196.9 feet deep. So that's a big
196.
number.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll call it 200 feet then. We'll say 200. Actually, wait, no. Oh, there's a specific ship that I want to see how far is it down.
I have an idea. I think I can do this.
All right. What is your idea?
Okay. So Rain is going to, after she finds it, she makes a note of where it is and like, keeping that like in her eyesight. She swims back up close to the hole, but not quite.
Okay.
And she is going to cast Control Water.
Ooh.
Specifically, she's going to use the redirect flow thing of Control Water to make the water do a staircase down from the hole 100
cool.
feet down. And so from the bottom of the staircase, she's just going to stand. And by this point, she's like, the cold's starting to return. Audra, if you can cast Water Walk on them.
This is incredible.
We're doing it.
This is like the most obscure spells Big used to solve this problem. I love it.
Yep.
You're muted, Tony.
Don't know why I would have muted myself. Anyways, how'd you guys climb the ice mountain? Water walk and control water.
Yep.
Right.
That's how we climbed the mountain. Yeah, I will cast water walk on everybody so we can get another hour to go down there.
So is this concentration so you can kind of like move with it as the people go down?
Yes, concentration up to 10 minutes. I can only affect 100 by 100 foot cube. So like as they're walking down, the water does close above them, but I'm
That's so
controlling the
creepy.
cube.
Yeah.
That's creepy as hell. I
So
love it.
this is kind of like a Katara making the water bubble on the bottom of the ocean, right?
Oh yeah,
But, like,
no, she can.
But a staircase going straight down.
Yep, it's a staircase going straight down towards the temple. I guess like it's partially redirect flow and partially the part water aspect of it. If they'll allow that.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love the flavor of that. That's awesome.
Could you also, because we're gonna have to get out of here.
We're gonna have to get out of here.
We'll figure that. We'll figure
No,
this escape
listen,
plan
It's a
that
later,
fourth
right?
level
shit
spell. I can cast it
dragon
again.
Is gonna come walking around that fucking rock. Is gonna be like, I'm filling this in, bitches. Like,
I was gonna
Come
say,
on.
like, could you empty this lake? Is that something you could do? Just have it shoot out like a fire hose?
It's only 100 by 100. She can redirect flow, but it doesn't say. Actually, you cause the water level of all standing water in the area to rise by as much as 20 feet. If the water includes a shore, flooding water spills over onto dry land. If you choose an area of in a large body of water, you instead create a 20-foot tall wave that travels from one side of the area to the other and crashes down. So she can like push the water up out of the lake to like break open the top.
'Cause I imagine
that's-
right now we probably carved you like a 5 by 5 foot hole for you to jump in there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So right now we're staircasing down, but if it's like frozen over when we come back up or whatever, I just have to remember to keep 1 4th level slot open or else we're not leaving.
Oh God.
Not for a day at least,
We'll
right?
sleep in the temple.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as-
So
I'll
As
talk
long
to
as
the,
Rain doesn't die, we can get out of here.
Yeah.
to the dragon. Hey, I got a boogie, but can we catch up later? You're interesting as hell.
yeah, you're going to be sending me more trinkets, correct?
I mean, kind of. I mean, I was gonna again send some dipshits to try and fight you, and they'll be
Yeah.
like, right, but like, we should chat sometime. You're like, if we make it out of this alive, let's catch up.
Hunter, it's cold.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. Good
Okay.
talking to you.
All right. So with that, you guys walk your way down until you reach a completely underwater temple. You were able to get all the way up to the point you can kind of move your bubble down until you get to a big freaking door. And that's what we'll leave it off for tonight.
Ooh.
Whoa.
way
This-
to come in with those clutch ass spells, kids.
Right?
Yeah.
God damn.
That was nice. That was nice. Real nice right there.
Well, Rain.
I love control water.
I guess for Rain's week off next week, because I think that's next week, right? One
Yeah.
of them. We won't use up your. We'll be able to leave because we won't be using your spell slots. You know, you just chill.
Well,
by
if
the
you
door.
do, she has 2 more 4th level and 1 more 5th level.
Okay.
So you can use them.
Yeah,
just
I'm gonna have to
don't-
burn a. I'm gonna have to burn a 5th level for to walk our way out of here.
Oof.
I mean, it's fine. I don't really don't need to save it for anything else. We're not gonna be scrying down here, you know.
I thought for sure the temple would have been where he keeps his hoard, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there
Yeah.
might be different entrances. He might.
To be fair, we didn't see his hoard, right? It might still
No.
be down there.
I don't
Oh,
think
is
he would let us go down here though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably not.
Yeah, I agree. Well.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, that's.
Next time on Aberrant Empire.
Mwahaha!
I'm not even gonna flash. My favorite Monarch line.
Dude,
I know, it's so good. Dude!
he's so good.
Dude! Alright, yeah.
Flame blade, swim speed, control water. Like protection from energy, the most like random grab bag, and some enlarge. Why not?
Yeah. Dude, I mean, we said this was like, remember, like Ice Temple Zelda vibes. That's what we did here. We puzzle solved, you know?
Yep.
All right.
I was really curious how you were going to deal with that dragon. It could have gone a number of ways. I liked how it.
Before I
okay.
go down, I shoot one crossbow bolt at him, and then I go, see ya. And then,
Oh.
and then I run down the
No.
water stairs.
That
Fair.
was, for legal reasons, that was a joke.
Yep.
All right. Be back next week with Ice Dungeon times. Bye, stream.
Bye.
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 I'm really glad you were here for this, Artem, so